Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground. Shit.
My hat. Radio Underground, episode 73. And we were watching the Sky King, the man that took himself out in a very dramatic fashion on YouTube.
Yeah.
That was freaking badass.
So loop to loop.
Sky King is amazing. So was Doug White.
Sky King kind of sounds like a badass, like flying Viking. He's like, I'm the Sky Viking, the Sky King. Sky King.
Sky King.
He was cool though.
What's up, Morgan? What up?
Doug
and
White.
Chris, what's up?
Doug White was cool. What's up, Chris?
Yeah, Doug White was really cool.
What's up, Morgan?
And Doug White is a guy who had like very little pilot experience. He flew like a single engine plane, and his pilot died when he was on a private jet, which is a King Air, which is way bigger, completely different type of flying. So he went from a lawnmower to a semi.
Yes.
And they thought he was going to die, and he didn't.
He did not.
So we're watching various aviation tragedies, but hope as well.
One was tragic, and one ended nicely.
Yes.
I guess it was tragic, but you know,
Well, it was tragic.
The dude wanted to die.
It was tragic.
He made it
Yeah.
he made it eventful, though. I mean, you know,
That's true.
he did loop de loops into the water, almost hitting the water.
The Sky King was pretty dope.
Yeah,
dude.
Up until the time he died.
If you're gonna go out, that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool way to go out.
Yeah.
Sky King.
And he just like kind of like he was just all like, yeah, you know,
Yeah, he's like,
hey, I'm gonna go check out Mount Rainier, and yeah.
he's like, I threw up all over the place. Oh, here we go again. Right away, Al.
She is lying for you, yes.
I was talking to my girl about your huge. Yeah,
Jesus.
I was talking to my girl about your huge cock and how you'd probably split her in half.
It's called a bitch splitter.
She said, "I don't want a guy with a huge dick." She's lying. She's lying. Yeah, of course she's lying.
She's sparing your feelings.
They all want that. They want that.
Every single girl.
Yeah, I mean,
Even the ones with super small openings.
they want it to be forced bigger.
Stretch it out.
They want the ovary slam.
As the meme says, oh, yeah, spread it.
Yeah.
They want the look of tears rolling down their faces.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of things in the bedroom.
They don't like walking comfortably for the next few days.
Right.
I've never heard ouch. I can tell you that. I've never heard that. Or pull it out. Get it out. Never heard that. That's foreign to me.
This is uncomfortable.
I've heard I've get the when it's done, the pat on the back. It's okay. I still love you.
It's a good size.
I'm not
You're
gonna-
lying. It's not a good size. Is that what that means?
I'm never calling you again, but it's fine. Is that Rolling Rock? Yes, it is, Morgan. It's Rolling Rock. So a lot has happened. We got talking points, and we're totally spamming with the hashtags because we got to get more people in here.
Oh, yeah.
So we're lying about what we're talking. I'm going to tell you that up front. Probably not going to talk about anything that I have hashtagged. I just need you here. Once we suck you in, you're staying. I know it. We're that good.
We know once you hear our content,
Once
you will
hear
stay for at least the next 5 minutes.
And when you hear what we bring to the table, you ain't going to go anywhere else. Joe Rogan, who?
Yeah. Please.
Never heard of him.
Please. He's got nothing on us.
He just got some.
I would kick his ass.
Sure, he would.
If I had a gun and he was asleep.
He's got sponsors, but other than that, he's got nothing on us.
Yeah, we have a pretty horrible content to subscriber ratio.
Yeah, it's not working.
78 subscribers versus, I don't know, 500,000 hours of something like that. I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
No way.
It's not. Something's not working. I can't figure it out.
I
It's
mean,
not us.
We're all good looking, for one.
It's definitely not us.
We're good looking. We're smart.
Yeah.
Content's top notch.
The volume's low. I don't know. Are you on a different? Brian, bring us up on your phone. Let's see if the volume's low because you never know what people are. I can't think of the word.
Fucking shit up.
Well, he could be on a different device and it's low this time.
He has a volume that goes to 80.
Yeah, on your TV.
Oh yeah, on the TV. Yeah.
It's still lurking. We're behind.
Yeah.
Does that seem normal to you? I don't know. I don't know what our normal volume would be.
Yeah, that was almost all the way up.
I don't know why we're so low.
Did you mess with it yesterday?
No, nothing.
Well, I guess
I did mess with it, but something.
He's streaming on his TV, but do you usually listen to it on your TV?
I don't know.
Oh, he might because he goes to the Xbox, doesn't he?
I know this. My fucking
boom.
My microphone's fucking up. I tell you that.
Is it?
Yeah. Anyway,
should switch that mic.
Yeah, make love to the mic. So anyway, for those of you that are watching and why you're still with us, I don't know at this point. No, you usually listen at work and you're listening on a different thing. That's why we're low.
Yeah, Morgan, we're sorry to hear that, honestly.
So you don't have the job anymore?
Nah.
They finally just suspended you too many times.
I like how I just ignored that he's lost his job. Like, listen, don't talk bad about my show. This is my life. This is everything to me.
My livelihood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and your job.
Work. And my used to be job that I used to have.
I'm sorry about your job, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
We didn't get the deets yet, but didn't sound good. The whole job loss.
Well, like every time we talked about it, like he was suspended.
Yeah, but he went back and then they.
Okay, so it wasn't like
I think he
repeat of suspensions. It was just.
Morgan, I have to ask you, was it because of your overly political post? I'm just curious. Because if you work for a large multinational company and you're
and it's also without giving away too many facts about it, it's a company that would, if any other economic stimulus things happen, would get a big huge chunk of money from the government, so they want to keep their noses clean.
Yeah,
maybe. So did you're about to fuck that shit up for them? Is that why?
Yeah, were you posting Stormfront memes is what I'm asking. And in a non-private group, were you publicly posting Stormfront memes is what I'm asking you.
You don't have to answer that right away.
Yeah. Well, it kind of doesn't matter
since
now.
You aren't. He types too slow.
Yeah.
Remember, this is a minute behind, remember.
Oh, yeah.
Minute behind.
Well,
I wonder what it is on Twitch.
I mean,
we're not on Twitch.
If it's not his post, then I would say, if it's not his post, then I'd say, file a lawsuit.
We've probably been banned from Twitch by now.
No, we're on Twitch.
Oh, we are? Okay. See, I knew it. They love us. Twitch, thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, it's only like a second behind.
Really?
Yeah. Twitch is like only.
How's the volume? Does it seem low?
No. Hold on, let me check it again.
I mean, it's going to sound fine on the end of this end. Oh, yeah, it sounds fine.
That's like 3/4 volume right there.
It's not bad. I ain't worried about it. Whatever.
Say Chris is the better one we should have listened to the first time.
Yeah.
Your volumes are good. See, Morgan, get out of here.
Morgan, you just wasted
No,
Morgan, vital minutes of our show.
Morgan, to quote your boss, get out of here.
Now Morgan,
you're fired.
As long as you didn't do anything like, with posting things that might get you fired.
Were you wanking it at work and you got caught?
Dude, just like file a lawsuit. File like 3,000 frivolous lawsuits against them.
Yeah.
One will stick.
One will stick.
Just they will settle.
Just be like fat shame, whatever, man. I mean,
or come back in the office and yell at your boss like this.
That was a gun. That was a crazed gunman right there,
Yeah.
or Vince Neil.
We had some good drops last week, didn't we?
Yeah, and then if it's about like you losing paperwork or files, you can say.
But I didn't have access to the captain's files at that time.
You got options.
That drop disappoints me because it sounded so much better when I recorded it.
It sounds like tinny.
Yeah, I don't know what
Very
happened.
tin. Don't worry about it though.
Oh no, it makes me mad.
Yeah.
I worked so hard on that. It took me like 45 seconds to make that thing. Oh.
Okay.
There's 3 people.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're okay. They were talking about Trump. You asked them to not talk about it. Then they found out you're a supporter, writing statements that I was bragging about getting away with what I was suspended for.
Oh.
Okay. So it was political in a way.
Dude, seriously, file. You know, you're a big guy. There's no secret to that. File a lawsuit. Say that's why they fat shamed you.
They fired you because of your weight.
Yep, that's it, dude.
Yeah.
Just make shit up, dude.
Make something. Oh wait, Morgan is.
You didn't hear that from me.
Morgan's girlfriend is Samoan and Filipino, I think.
Oh, there
So
too.
they didn't approve
Of
of your
mixed-
interracial relationship.
Yep, your mixed relations.
And then you're gonna get $200,000 for that.
You've been size shamed, and you've been shamed for your mixed relations.
You can't afford a lawsuit if you lose. Yeah, you can. You don't have a job. They can't take nothing from you that you don't have.
Yeah, dude. It's called call up like the ACLU, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, there are lawyers out there that if
get you
they
your
think they
money.
can, there are lawyers out there that if your company's big enough and they think they can get some money out of it, they will do it.
His company's big enough.
And yep.
Yeah, you got to be
If they
careful.
think you go and do the free consultation, they go, wait a minute, who do you work for? Oh yeah, we're gonna get you some money.
But you didn't go up to your boss and you weren't like.
You were a cum-eating cream pie cleanup boy.
You didn't say that to him, did you? 'Cause that'll get you fired every time.
Every single time.
If you did, then there's no helping you.
Yeah. So, anyways, we never got a chance to talk about the new consoles
No, we didn't talk about video games at all last week.
because for weeks.
And then 2 weeks ago, we had technical issues.
Yes.
So it was technical issues and various things that kept us from talking about the new consoles.
Yep.
And I've just wanted to say that I am going to do the wise thing and wait because I'm not sitting anywhere, even in a digital line, for 6 or 7 hours.
To me to
anything.
purchase. Yeah, that was
stupid. I'm not doing it.
the Xbox One wasn't great either, but man, it wasn't as bad as the PS5 one. That PS5 one, they're like the day before was like, just so you know, these things are dropping tomorrow at these places. And the retailers are like, wait, okay. And they were not ready for it.
Yeah. Randy, I will eventually get the Duraflame. That's what I called the new Xbox Series X, because if you lay it sideways to fit in your, it looks like a Duraflame.
It does.
The Xbox Duraflame.
Hey,
I coined it. Me.
All right, so Morgan, you said you had some harsh words for your boss. Did anybody else hear him?
Yeah.
Because if not,
And
if they didn't record it and nobody was around.
For your protection, I hope he was a white man if it was something harsh.
I think he's talking about his boss before. I think it's a woman.
Oh, you didn't use the see you next Tuesday, did you?
Yeah, if he did that, it's over.
That's a big one.
That's over.
You ain't going to get away with that. Ever. Though I would back you up no matter what. I'm just saying.
Not to sound insensitive, but we're done with you, Morgan. We're talking about more important things now.
Yeah, we're talking about Duraflame now.
Well, we're talking about consoles.
Oh, yeah, an Xbox.
The Xbox Duraflame.
Yeah,
Xbox Duraflame.
Duraflame.
But anyway, I'm not going to get caught up in this whole hype.
No.
I'm going to wait.
I think it's a smart thing to do. I waited last time. I know you got one almost immediately last time.
I agree, Mike. We do need to normalize content, especially if specific type of woman, not just the girl that sort of makes you mad, like a total that word.
Somebody who deserves it, just use it.
Someone that gets a bunch of lotto tickets when you're wanting to buy your beer.
I actually know a girl who like uses that word. It like uses it like people use fuck, like as a verb, as a noun, as ever. She uses it all the time.
That sounds bizarre to me.
She and she
what the cunt are you doing?
And she just like
that doesn't work.
It's like you said,
it's like cunting around.
Damn T damn.
Is she British?
No, but she like
man. The
she
British love that word.
And every chick, every chick is a cunt to her.
British and people from Great Britain, the entire place, Ireland, Scotland, they love that word.
Yeah,
they call everybody cunts.
Well, I mean
Even police, they used to call him constable. Oh no, that's constable.
Constable. Constantinople
Constantinople
was conquered by the
Wisconsin,
the
the mighty cheese state of Wisconsin.
You're a continuing source of inspiration.
You can't say things like that. It's unconstitutional.
It's the Commonwealth. It's the Commonwealth.
Oh,
Dude, speaking of consoles, I swear I never. After they announced the release date, the update came out. My One X is running super slow. It can't render anything. Morgan, you use periods way too much. You're worse than me. I think they pulled the Apple move and made the Xbox run slower. Yeah, they probably do. I think that's going to be a thing from now on. Consoles will be just like phones.
yeah.
There's no longer going to be console generations. You get the Series X, and then it's going to the Series X point. It's every 2 years. Mark my words. From now on, it's not going to be, you get it and ride it out for 8 years. That's done.
I have to disagree with Morgan. Not you, Morgan. I think you're right.
No, I'm sorry.
But at that newest Xbox update that I got, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago, because I don't play very often.
Yeah.
I think my Xbox is running better now than it ever has. That's just me, though.
So that's a ploy to get you to downgrade.
Well, I mean, I wasn't going to buy one right away anyways,
Yeah.
but,
By the way, Mike, how you doing? Randy Weaver's Mike. Mike, we know who you
No,
are.
it says Randy on the screen.
The new one, that just came out, right?
Not yet, November 10th.
Oh.
And they got a lot of new free stuff because their big thing was going to be when I came out, Halo Infinite's coming out at the same time. So it's a big release of their biggest game in their new console. Halo Infinite's delayed. So they're like, well, we're going to give you the Game Pass and the EA Play for free and this and a bunch of other stuff. So they're adding stuff to it. So they sweeten the pot a little bit.
Yeah.
But there's too many glitches day one,
Yeah, you're going to want to wait till, if you get, I've told you guys this before, if you wait a year, you get bundles by that time.
I waited 10 months.
Bundles with games you like.
I waited 10 months, and not only did I get a bundle, I also got an extra large hard drive. I just bought a regular Xbox, and I got a 1 terabyte, and this was September of the following year, so it wasn't that long. It was 10 months. Plus, all the Halo games came with it.
You said an extra. I was like, please don't say an extra large pizza with it.
I wish.
You're a defeated man. You bought a lawn tractor tire. Yeah. You lost. You lost that round, Mike. I agree.
Yeah.
So my F-150, by the way, I had to put a new fuel pump in. Not me. I can't do
that was the issue for a while, right?
It was a fuel pump, and then the fuel transfer hose, which brings your fuel to the motor, had a fucking hole. The main thing was the hole like that.
Okay.
So I didn't really need a fuel pump probably, but now I have a new one, and I have a
New hose.
New hose. So
it wasn't very fuel efficient.
No. Well, it was just stalling randomly, and it stalled at 10 in Hoover, and I had people even grandma was like, "Fuck you!"
Right.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle, in the turn lane, and they thought I was I'm like, "Can't you see that I'm stranded?" They think I'm blocking them. I'm like, "No, I don't want to be blocking you, you fucking crazy bitch."
More than likely, you would have ended up having to put a fuel pump. I mean, it's got a lot of miles on it. I mean, they last a long time, but eventually you got to replace.
I didn't even notice. Is it back now?
It's back. Yeah.
Okay.
I hit the slide bar now. Anyone with any kind of screen capture ability will get my history. That's bad.
Uh-oh. Don't look. We just don't look.
Huge tranny cocks. All right, guys.
Big Lenny, he's sucking tranny cocks.
I love it.
You guys, no, he didn't get his, well, he verbally got his ass kicked by an old woman.
I got assaulted.
Yeah. You know what? You should sue her.
I felt threatened. Find
her and sue her.
I'll sue it. Yeah. And then the guy that came and got me with the flatbed, the tow truck guy.
Yeah.
He was getting cussed out, and he's like, he's a black guy. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
Let's just get out of here for. It was awful.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, I hate people. Funny thing is, People they're super brave as they're driving by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now that you're safe, it's
Yeah,
right.
It'd be funny if they they did it and then got stuck at the red light near you. You could just run up to them like. Arr!
You would never step up to me, 6'5", 275. And if you yeah. Okay, I'm not that tall, but I am that heavy.
The weight is correct.
6'5", 275.
I'm a good half foot short.
Yeah. Okay, 5'10", 276. Actually, I'm actually fatter and shorter than I said.
But you still wouldn't say.
But you can still get a lot of weight behind those punches.
Yeah. Yeah, if you stand right in front of me where I don't have to run out of gas. If you stand right in front of me and I just hit you and I don't have to bob and weave or use any kind of energy, just hit. I will
There's
win.
no stamina, no gas tank whatsoever.
No, if I got to chase you down, that ain't happening.
Still better than Bam and the kids?
I don't know what that means.
You mean Bam Margera? I don't know.
Bam Bam?
That's what I was thinking was Bam Bam. I actually thought of both, but
Bam Bam Bigelow?
Ooh, maybe it's Bam Bam Bigelow.
That
There's
dude,
a guy- the guy
that dude
played
that
for
plays for
Heats.
the Miami Heat.
Bam Adebayo.
Adebayo.
Did he kill his family?
No, he just played in the game.
The
last night.
lime. Oh, okay. That's forum inside jokes.
Oh,
Okay. But when I get out of the truck, this is what people say.
Man is legitimately 7'3".
7'3", scared to death.
why did they say that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's weird. You think they would say something else?
It's a big truck, man.
Well, another part. The funny thing is that the interview that drop is from, the guy says he goes, "How many people are telling we got a 7-foot giant? We got an 8-foot giant. And you get to the arena and he's 5'10". I'm like, okay, he said my real height.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Then people look at me and they're like,
Where do you get off having tits?
Yeah.
Well, that part's true for both of us.
I don't know why they get.
Where do you get off having tits? It's a great movie, by the way.
So, Al, we got to get you into gaming just so we have something to talk about.
I'm gonna buy. I think I'm gonna buy one of these new Xbox.
Just get a digital.
Get a digital. Get the Series S. You don't need nothing.
It's like an Xbox. It just doesn't have, unless you want a Blu-ray player.
But if I'm gonna buy it, like if I buy the new, like I won't buy it right away. I'll wait until it's like.
You got to wait a while.
Yeah. But if I do, I mean, then I don't have to worry for a while.
Yeah, if you get the Series S, it's only $300. It's plenty. It's all you're gonna need, and you can play. You get access to Game Pass, and within the Game Pass, you'll find a game you like somewhere in there.
Right.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about like, well, what game should I get? And like, it doesn't matter. You have like 100 games, and you just pick.
That I like.
But do you have a Blu-ray player?
Do I?
Yeah.
I do not.
That's what I'm wondering.
Okay, then you don't need it. You don't need the expensive one at all.
Okay.
At all. Aaron's gonna get the Series X. Cool. I'm gonna get the Series X, but probably not for a while. I got the One X and
Aaron's go get a Series X.
You got to be able to decipher what he's saying now.
We can play Gears.
It's Gears of War.
What's that? Oh, I was gonna say, what is that? Some kind of queerosexual thing?
Gears in the machine, like the communist,
Gears and
machine.
queers. What?
Gears and Queers.
Communist machine
Yeah,
gears.
it's about a
Oh, guys, I wanted to tell you, we were featured on a much larger channel.
We were?
No, we weren't featured, but they answered my question though.
A question was asked
What
by the
happened?
radio.
So I
Underground
asked a question
podcast.
of the lovely Melissa Anderson, aka Cheerleader Melissa,
Oh yeah.
who lives in Las Vegas, where you live, Morgan.
Do you know her?
Do you know her?
Have you met
she
her
looks
yet?
kind of Samoan-ish, like maybe your wife knows her.
Have you met her?
She's got an OnlyFans. Have you met her?
Yeah. So, anyways, I asked her a question, and Hannibal, the guy that does tremendous shoot interviews, asked her the question, and our name's under there and everything. It's great. Here you go.
You've had in your wrestling career.
Come on, it didn't go to the
career,
beginning.
And how long did it
Play
take?
from the beginning.
Cool. Radio Underground wants to know the worst injury you've had in your wrestling career and how long did it take to recover?
The worst injury is
Her voice is
my
terrible.
collarbone.
She touched her heart because she loves me.
Yeah, which
So
is
you
really
know.
close to her boobs.
She
Yeah. Her voice ain't great.
She really like
Cheerleader
My
Melissa loves
worst
me.
injury is.
She really sounded like, I think she sincerely likes Radio Underground.
Yeah.
I think my cord here's messing up. Hold on a second.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. Yeah, because that was the Hannibal TV, right? That was the channel.
There we go. That was it.
He's 200 and some odd thousand subscribers or something. I think I looked at
240. Well, the thing is,
So he's got a few more than us. But
it's
not too
nothing.
much.
It's nothing to brag about. But usually when people do answers, they do their super chats where you got to pay.
Yeah.
So to Mr. Devin Nicholson, aka Hannibal, he answered my question for free. So thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we got our name out there, and I owe him a few bucks, even though he didn't charge me. I'll give
Does he
him
have a Patreon or something?
He does have. So if you guys are listening, give him some money for me because I don't want to. I'm broke.
He's always got good
Because I don't
stuff.
want to give him any money.
Because I'm broke.
He's always got good stuff too. He's his channel's pretty awesome.
No, his shoot interviews are the best, man, because he gets everybody. He gets Sid, all the top guys.
He's been around for a while too. Been doing it for a long time.
Well, he's an indie wrestler, and I think he was the Canadian national champion in their wrestling.
Yeah, he crossed the Alps with the fleet of elephants.
Canadians have wrestling.
Oh yeah, they have. They definitely do
Because I mean, like their heads like separate, so I don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the South Park.
Yeah, Terrence and Phillip.
Yeah, Terrence. Yeah,
I just want to know how they get around on square wheels.
I don't know. They do it. The Tundra, it's awful thick.
It is
dense.
Yeah, it's probably good in the winter, square wheels. But I noticed lately they have round wheels now on their cars. But they always had square wheels when they show Canadians.
That's true.
Remember when you could go to Canada really easy?
Yeah.
You could just go back and forth, and because 9/11 hadn't happened, and both countries were like, "Yeah, come on, you're white, sure."
Yeah. Well, see, like even now, like I can't go at all.
No.
So, you're
I'm a
arrest
criminal.
record.
Yeah, I'm a criminal.
Criminal.
I'm a habitual offender, and they don't allow me over there. It's like some kind of punishment, like so many years. Like I don't know exactly what all that is.
Yeah.
Because I really could care less about going there.
Yeah.
But yes, it is a true thing because I know other people that
you come to the guard check. What you looking at, white boy?
I just remember Bry was going on a ski trip. He had a buddy of his, Kevin, with him. And Kevin didn't say anything, and he knew, but he didn't say anything. He thought they were going to just slip by over the Blue Water Bridge.
Yeah, good luck.
No.
And as soon as he asked for his ID, he looked at Brian and said, they're going to make us turn around. And he's like, for what? And then all of a sudden the guy's like, you need to turn around. He can't come in this country with you.
Why would he think that they're just going to let him go?
Yeah, he thought they were just going to like pass them through. Oh, just look at their IDs real quick and pass them through. No, they ran his ID and he had 3 DUIs.
Son of a bitch.
I've went there a couple times to Canada, and they didn't even look at anything. Like,
No.
"Yeah, come on in." Going home, same thing. Where do you guys live, Rosal?
Yeah.
Yep, sure.
And that's what I think that's why he thought it was just going to. Yeah, and then he had to drive. He goes, I had to drive him like almost an hour all the way back to his place and then go back up to go skiing.
Fuck that. I would be like, I'd turn around, drop him, and turn right back around.
I was like
10 feet. Like, there you go.
Yes, I am actually, yes, I'm a felon, Randy Weaver. But it wouldn't have, even before that, because I believe, because I've had multiples DUIs, they wouldn't have, there's like a certain amount of time that they make you, like after 5 years, if I don't have anything on my record, then you can get in. But yeah.
Just got to keep your nose clean.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know.
I
Like I said, I really didn't care that much.
Yeah,
so.
DUI is a felony to them. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And it's funny that the Canadians are very European about their drinking, which is weird that they're that hardcore about
Yeah, but
it.
they just don't want you driving. Like, I don't think there's a big, like, over in Europe, I don't know that there's like a huge problem with DUIs.
Well, everybody takes public transit.
Yeah, I mean, you got public transit, and I mean, you drink in your local pubs, so they probably don't have a major.
You can't drink and drive if you don't have a car.
They probably don't have major DUI problems over there. You know? I mean,
yeah, here
that's like New York City.
You get treated better if you're a child molester than if you get a DUI here.
Yeah,
it's like besides other prisoners killing you, besides that thing.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But
well, what was it? Remember
in court they do better.
They just put you on a list and make you stay in your house here, but you don't.
Well, what was it? The guy that the guy in front of me that was on sentencing day. You were there.
Yeah,
the guy in front of me had like a weapons,
and like shooting at somebody.
He discharged a weapon and all this stuff, and they're like, "Oh well, here you go." And he had, I don't know, something he had to do but he lived out of state or something, and
he got a way less harsh.
Yeah, and
hearing
she goes,
than you did.
She's like, "Well, you're a repeat offender," Which, I mean, I knew that I was fine with it. I'm like, all right, because initially my lawyer was like, well, technically this is a fourth. I go, bullshit. That first one was not any type of DUI at all, but because of a previous governor putting a law into effect that said any alcohol related incident, no matter what it is, can be
we're going to lump it all in together so you go to jail forever. Yeah.
That's basically it. And they can go back as far as they want now. It used to be they'd only go back 10 years.
Now they go back to the beginning of time.
So, I remember when it was my second one, but technically my first one at the time. There was a guy that he got one in like 1978 when he was like, what was he? 18 years old. And he got another one in like 2005. And they charged him like the second count and made him go through all this hell. And I'm like, dude, man.
He's not even the same person.
I'm like, come on. Yeah, it was true. It was like, this dude's like 40-something years old now. I mean,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The only time I had to go to court is I got pulled over by the weight master and my tabs on my work truck were out. And it was this guy with a mustache, one of those like, I'm the weight master, but really I'm a cop in my mind.
Yeah.
He's like an inch from my face. I should make you walk home. I'm like, I wouldn't be walking anywhere. Someone would drive and come get me. Like, you're not a real cop. Get out of my face. Like, you can't do anything other than make me walk home.
Yeah.
And he's like being a total asshole. Anyway, my work paid. They show me the receipt. They paid for it because my boss forgot to pay for the
right.
And that guy's thing was, well, you're supposed to inspect that. I'm like, dude, when I inspect a truck that I don't own, what I'm paying attention to is lights, tires,
the mechanicals,
fucking cracks on, safety stuff. I'm assuming my millionaire owner knows to buy the.
I'm sure that he got something in the mail that I didn't get that states that these are expired.
Yeah, I know that my registration's on my birthday.
Yeah,
so
right.
It's kind of easy. Anyway, like, so they paid it. My company's really cool. It was just a total oversight. They apologized. And I'm like, no problem, whatever. They paid for it. Well, I get a thing where you got to go to court for a misdemeanor, which isn't it's not hardcore felony or anything, but like a misdemeanor. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, it's a moving violation.
And I called the Washtenaw County Court. I'm like, this says it's a misdemeanor. What's up? They're like, oh yeah, you didn't pay it. I'm like, yeah, we did. My boss gave me the receipt. We paid. Anyways, this big long thing. I had to fucking drive an hour away.
That receipt there.
Go to court and show them everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was confused to why I was there. The bailiff's like, oh my God, you did pay this. He goes, you shouldn't even had to come here. I'm like, yeah. So I had to sit there all day long, listen to people like assaults, because it's not traffic court. It's like assaults. It's anything. People steal. One fucking Asian woman stole some eggs. She's doing just speak English. They touch their head because they're stressed out. And it's like I see every dreg of society.
That crap happens all the time with the unpaid stuff.
And the judge, he's like, Mr. Justice, come. He's a black guy, and he's like, come up here for a second. He goes, when someone makes a mistake, we hold them accountable. We made the mistake. I'm sorry, I wasted your fucking time. He's like, just get out of here.
Yeah, right.
He's like, oh, sorry, man. But anyway. Yeah, he didn't say fucking, but that sounded cooler.
Yeah, it did.
But he did kind of have the.
I'm sorry, I wasted your motherfucking time.
But he basically he had that kind of.
Get out of this motherfucker.
That would be fucking awesome, dude. If the judge was like, man, I'm motherfucking sorry.
And he's like, I'm sorry, we wasted your time. I'm like, thanks, man. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
But yeah, when you pay a ticket, when you pay a court fee, anything, keep your receipts for a long time.
Yeah, because you never know. They call me and I'm like.
I was done with probation for 9 months.
What are you posting?
And my license all of a sudden shows up. It's suspended for unpaid fines, it was probation. It was from my previous one. They said that I didn't pay it. I had to go in there with all those receipts and show them everything. They had a warrant out for my arrest, put me in jail.
They always mess that shit up.
Yeah, they do it all the time for more. You know, it ain't just me. Because I've said it to people before because it's happened more than once with me, and they're like, "Oh yeah, everybody says that." I'm like, because it's true.
They do. They fuck this shit up.
It
all
is
the
true.
time.
They all. I mean,
court system sucks.
They do not. It's all it is simply taking the paperwork and putting it into the computer system.
Yep.
And they don't do it. They file it in the paperwork. They file it into an envelope or a file, and then they put it away. And they forget to put it in the computer system.
Yeah.
And it happens all the time. And that's why when people are like, well, you know, you can get rid of like hard copies of stuff. Screw that. Screw that. Because they don't ever put it in their system.
Something like that. Yeah, you definitely don't want to get rid of the hard copies.
No.
No. With video game systems, it's fine. Just do digital. You don't need physical copies.
Right.
No.
Right.
We don't need that. I need to go back to the Asian lady with stole the eggs real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And I mean, I've never seen it, but I mean, they get stressed out.
Yes, Asian people don't typically aren't criminals. You're right.
No, I know, but as far as touching her head because she's stressed out and stuff, you're like, I was like, at first I thought you were saying she was like autistic or something.
No.
So
I'm not gonna get into where I've no.
Is this a real Asian
that was a
culture
slip.
thing?
That was a slip. No.
Oh.
Wait, was it like was it from old videos and stuff where you used to see that when he used to get stressed out?
Okay, a certain member of my family that I won't mention.
Okay.
When a certain extreme event happened in New York where buildings were ran into by planes, he said, he goes, what I want to see, he goes, I want to see our guys bomb them, and I want their women to be going, ah.
Oh, okay. Now that makes more sense.
Thank you.
We don't need any more specifics.
No, we're done.
Please don't.
And I was like,
but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but she did that thing against the forehead.
Or like she has like super bad OCD and she has to touch her head when every time she, you know, or they like touch door handles or like something.
Like me after I eat a vegetable. Yeah, so it's like
Can't
that.
believe I did that.
By the way, if you're one of the few people that listen to the podcast version, we do a live broadcast where you can see my stupid hand movement.
Yeah. It makes a lot more sense if you can see it live.
We're on Radio Underground, one word, on YouTube. You can watch the video version.
You can see Mike, and then in the distance you can see us.
So
you can see me losing my job right here.
Morgan's posting pictures. Wait, one's a hot chick, it looks like.
Possibly a hot chick.
Possibly a hot chick. Then something.
Looks like something out like the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas poster.
And then other shit.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Mouths, eyes.
He's got all kinds of extra time on his hands. He's just posting whatever he wants.
That's what happens when you don't have a job.
Whoa. I didn't want to say that.
Come on.
Sorry.
Come on, man. I wasn't going that far. I was implying it. I wasn't saying it.
It was implied.
I'm a dick, so.
I was really very aggressively implying it. It's not as bad as saying it.
Guys, you know how I played the Vince Neil, you know,
the clip.
The clip. If you watch that concert, by the way, this is his voice cracking. It's Motley Crue live in 1980. It's on YouTube. Look up Us Fest 1983.
Yeah.
Every time you watch it, a new gem comes to you.
Oh, yes.
Every single time.
Bad.
Yeah.
And it's all Vince because the rest of the band does a really good job.
Yeah.
But Vince, it has no reverb on his voice. It's like a raw. It's like how we're talking now, but he's like screaming.
Yeah, and his voice is horrible. Whether he speaks or sings.
Yeah, Vince is just.
It doesn't matter.
But sometimes you got to give people their due. Vince Neil managed to make a career not having the ability to do that job.
Really?
And he made a career out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, like David Lee Roth, people talk bad about David Lee Roth. He's a good frontman, but he's not a good singer. David Lee Roth is Freddie Mercury compared to Vince Neil.
Yeah.
As far as his voice.
And you know, like, they did a good job of like kind of hiding how bad Vince Neil's voice was.
Yes.
Until I saw him live, you know. That
Vince did get away with murder. Absolutely.
he sure did.
He did.
Goddamn, he did. He admits it, though, to his credit. He goes, I bought my way out of jail. I straight up bought my way out of jail.
Yeah.
I did it. Choke?
Okay,
yeah, I'll try to. I know.
No, I don't get it.
I think it's usually like a game thing.
Are we choking right now? Is that what you're saying? We suck? Is he saying we suck and that we...
Are you asking me to choke myself
artists?
out or
Yeah.
autoerotic
I'm
asphyxiation?
not going to choke myself out because I do not want to get a hard on in front of these guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I like to be choked.
I don't touch my throat.
I might.
If a bitch touches my throat, she's getting punched in the fucking face.
I might like forget.
No joke.
I might forget to let up and choke myself.
Well,
You try to Michael Hutchins me, I will Bruce Lee kick your face.
Well,
Straight
speaking
up.
of choking, I remember one time, it's someone that Brian might know, but he was telling me, he's like, yeah, this girl, he brought her to the bar with him. He's like, yeah, this girl's like a freak. She's into wild stuff, this and that. Now, it was an afterthought. This didn't kick in till later. And everybody was telling crazy, you know, you get certain level of drunk, everybody tells their life story.
Yeah.
I told her about someone that I've been with that liked choking, the choking in the bed. And her eyes lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
This girl, she's like, well, how hard did you choke her? I'm like, what? She's like, well, how hard did you choke her? I was like, well, you know, I'm a pretty big guy, you know, good choke. You know, she's like, can you do it to me? I'm like, what?
Wow,
like, and like, not even, we're in a bar, and the guy that she's with is like, and she's like, well, give me an example. She said that. I'm like, I'm not going to choke you who's sitting here at the bar.
Come here. I'm going to wring your fucking neck.
You did not want to partake in that choking.
So I didn't choke her. So if you want to, you and me later, when no one's around, I'll choke you. But I'm not choking you. Yeah, I can imagine like I'm choking her as like a off-duty cop walks in. I'm like, freeze! Yeah, just shoot me.
Yeah, shoot you then say freeze.
I know somebody. Well, I haven't seen her in years, but who like that, and you guys know her, and it's not anybody I dated regularly. So, but
We'll put two and two together later.
somebody that lived next door to us.
Never mind.
Oh,
Nope.
oh yeah.
Nope. I don't want to. Nope. I don't want to think about it. Nope. Never mind.
That's weird to think of that.
What? Nope.
I had to stop the semi-relationship that was happening because I couldn't do it. I'm like, I can't do this.
Nope.
Everybody like,
And it was the only way that she enjoyed it.
oh wow.
It was the only way she enjoyed
So-
it. So,
Do you have any choking drops? Like,
No, yeah. Well, I could find those and make them, but it's going to be a darker corner of the internet.
no, that's fine. We don't do that.
You're like, oh, wow. Yeah, I don't.
No, choking's no.
Choking is I don't know. It's not really something I'm keen on.
Nope.
Not for that.
Not me. Hey,
Nope.
if you're into it, cool. Just don't touch my fucking throat.
You don't want to end up like the guy from NXS, you know.
Or David Carradine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, David Carradine.
Or Robin
Kung
Williams.
Fu himself. Well, Robin Williams didn't do it for the same reason, but
Right.
Because I got a friend that only gets hard if he's rubbing his dick on feet.
feet are another thing. Fucking.
I don't get the foot fetish.
No.
I really don't.
Yeah, but you know what? Dave Chappelle.
Okay, you get it. You're into
Dave-
it. I know.
No, Dave Chappelle, though, when he's like talking about people like in their freaky things, he goes, yeah, whatever. I fuck feet. Dude, he's just straight up. He goes, you don't care. Like, he's talking about like how he doesn't care about other people's freaky shit.
Yeah.
He goes, whatever. I fuck feet.
I've seen it where the women put the feet together, so the arch of the feet makes
Yeah,
a
it's
hole.
like it makes a pussy.
Yeah,
The
a foot pussy. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can just
I-
lube that up and just.
I don't know.
Fuck it.
Like, I guess anything on a nice looking woman any part of them could maybe get you going to a point, but the feet itself,
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, it doesn't do it, especially because there's ones where like they're like, oh, like, lick my feet and stuff. And it's fine. They took a shower and stuff, but there's some that are like, no, dirty feet. I need it, and it's nasty. I love it. I'm like, no. put those feet near me, I will fucking
Morgan's like, "Oh,
Foot pussy."
pussy."
you put those feet near me, those dirty ass feet near me, I'm gonna break your fucking ankle.
No, what I'm into
Silently
I'll
break your ankle.
Now I'll admit something that I'm into that most people aren't, and it's just me. I know that like I'm talking from my perspective. I'm not trying to incriminate myself, but I like when a woman has nice big tits and a round ass. I mean, I know it's just me.
You freak!
Yeah, I'm just the only guy. They have
No.
like big tits, round
No.
ass, nice, pretty, symmetrical face. I know it's weird. I know, in 2020, that is weird. I like, classical beauty. I'm into that.
Morgan
What?
said, "My girl likes
What
her."
are you, gay?
Morgan says, "My girl likes her toes sucked. Makes her flood the house."
You got to call in the
That's one of them. They're WAPs, right?
Gonna get the natural disaster team to come in there.
FEMA's in there. It's like, we gotta. This place is condemned.
We got
There's
a
mold
whap.
on the walls.
We got a whap.
We got a WAP situation.
I was into that for a while. Like every time it would rain out, it was like I just wore the joke completely out. But I'd be like, "Oh yeah, the sorority girls are upstairs looking at me," and be like flooding out of the drains. And I just kept doing it until like girls that were on my Snapchat were like, "Come on, Mike."
Yeah, it's getting old.
It's getting a little old here. I'm like, and they're like, "Am I making you wet? Is that what this is?"
You know you like it, baby.
You know you like it. You see me walk by, it's a flood. Yeah.
Now, Morgan, she likes her toes sucked, but do you like sucking the toes?
Yeah.
Or you just like whatever, pleases her because you're into that? You're into making sure she's satisfied.
We're not in it for them.
No.
That's the thing.
Looking out for number one.
Yeah. When we first met, she asked me to pee. Okay.
What?
That did not happen at all, but I'll read it anyway. When we first met, she asked me to pee on her face. Also, she was blowing me and stuck a finger in my ass. It was nice. That did not happen.
No, I don't really believe that happened.
You're getting nothing but missionary, and I know it. If that. That's my opinion.
Which figures, missionary.
Whatever. I'd take
Yeah, it's like
missionary
right, like LDS sex.
Yeah, LDS sex.
Yeah, it's all strictly through the undergarments.
Yeah, this is to breed, not to pleasure.
Strictly through the undergarments. You can't take them off.
Nope. Nope. Oh man,
I got a
that's gross.
Snapchat from Morgan.
Taylor, did I
Look
pee
at-
on your face? Be honest.
Oh, she's attacking him.
Kaylin,
Oh my god.
did I pee on your face?
And we got the audio too.
Be honest. Kaylin, did I pee on your face?
And she's attacking him. He asks her, "Kaylin, did I pee on your face?" He goes, "Be honest." She attacks him. See, I knew it was a lie.
Oh my god.
Your girl attacked you.
She's a freak. Hey, whatever, man. I guess
Whatever. If that's what you're into.
Whatever.
Golden showers for golden powers. It helps elevate you.
No.
Make sure you take all your multivitamins first.
No, man. You know what? No. No pee. No
No.
poo.
No pee. No poo.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah. I guess we're like prudes now. You know what I just like? I like when a woman just kisses me and rides me. Ew, come on. Why are you into that? We're like the squares. No, it's like,
Come on, man. Have some normal stuff in there. Like skull fucking.
yeah.
Well, that's because we've been desensitized by
Yeah, we
everything.
have.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to can you really face fuck your wife?
Yeah, I mean-
but that's like something you do to a non-human.
When you,
like,
well, yeah,
like
when
you conquer a village. You don't do that to someone you love.
when you've seen girls puking into each other's mouths.
Oh yeah,
and
like that.
Or when you've seen like somebody gag a chick till her face turns purple with their cock, you just want to go back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
It's
like
like,
some
I'm just gonna watch some 70s.
cookie cutter vanilla sex.
Yeah, I've you get to the point where like you ruined yourself so badly watching that stuff that like, you know what? I just want to hug somebody.
Yeah, they're like,
That's all I want.
I'm just kind of curious. Like, does a younger generation, do they think that that's like the normal?
They do. They've done studies and like that people, that's what they watch, and these young people think that stuff's just the norm,
Yeah.
Wow.
and it's not.
No.
You save that stuff for your stepsister sex.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah, they think stepsister sex is normal.
Yeah.
Well, she's not related to me. Hey, Christine.
Yeah, dude. Like the
Got
whole-
stuck in the dryer again.
The one that the one that really fucking that skeezes me out totally is the gagging thing. I fucking can't stand it. I hate that shit.
Was there? Do they do normal blowjobs in porn anymore? Just like a regular blowjob?
I don't think so.
Is everything a mascara running?
Yeah,
gag fest.
Like verge of actual puke coming out.
Yeah,
yeah. I just I don't get it. I just don't get it. I can't watch it at all.
No.
Yeah, we've lost all the viewers.
Yeah.
We lost a few to gain them on the back end because this is bad. No.
Here we
It's
go.
gotten bad. This wasn't on the bullet point list.
Yeah, the mascara run.
Yeah.
This was on the
The
list.
funny thing is, I made that as a comment on it. I can't even remember what kind of. There's some Facebook post like on a large, where there's a lot of activity in the comments from people all over the world.
Yeah.
And I said I'd like to make her mascara run, and every person that liked it was a girl that was dressed goth. I'm like, all daddy issues.
Yeah.
You know, like
Right.
because everyone does that. Like you see who likes your comments, like. And you're like, okay, you're nothing. Oh wait, goth girl. All right, it was all like goth girls that were like, with you could tell that would want that mascara to run.
And they got a lot of mascara on.
Yeah,
And different face makeups.
it's true.
It's true.
It's 100% true.
Yeah.
So
I don't get it.
yeah, like me and Frank talked about that. Frank was the only person that I ever talked to that thoroughly enjoys that. He goes, "Oh, I love it when they do that." And like. They're laying on the couch and they're grabbing their feet from behind.
What the?
So they lay flat and then grab the back of their feet.
Oh,
so they're like their bodies being bent while this is happening.
Yeah.
Wow.
Frank. Wow, Frank.
At least he admitted it.
Yeah.
I mean,
we wonder who that market's for. We know. Frank.
Yeah.
He's the paying customer.
No on the gagging. Although sometimes it's difficult because some of us have the problem where they immediately gag.
Yeah, not me. If you can handle a slow poke or a Mars bar, I think you're fine with me. I'm not exactly a Duraflame.
No,
another Duraflame reference.
This is like, yeah. Hopefully we get a sponsorship.
Yeah,
Duraflame.
I was talking about this. Since we're talking about gross stuff, anyway, there is a YouTube. She does the Dr. Ruth type thing where she talks about sex. Her name's Helena Nista.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's like the Dr. Ruth of our time because she's on like. But I was going to kind of like talk like how she looked like she was Eastern European and was like human trafficked and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, I looked her up.
But she was pretty kind to the comment I left on her. Like, you're like Dr. Ruth. And I was kind of rude because that's what I am. And she was like very sweet to me in the comment. I was like, oh man, I can't rip on you.
Yeah, no, I totally can't rip on you.
Yeah, when you're nice to me, I can't be mean to you. Because really what we do is we roast people. I don't hate anyone that I make fun of. Just roast. Because that's what we do. Like my own people, my own fans and friends, they make fun of my tits the whole time. Hey, Mike, you fat fucking pig. You know, we make fun of each other. They talk about Brian's gray hair. Al's a felon.
Wait, they do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We make fun of each other because that's to me, that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, Morgan makes fun of my big dick. You know?
That's not making fun.
I think it's common. I think
it's compliments.
It's complimentary.
Oh, I thought he was picking on
Yeah,
me.
that's funny though.
Phil used to talk about your dick too
I like
a
when
lot.
Yeah, where's Phil been?
I don't know. He's haven't been around in a while.
He hasn't been.
Luscious lips. Yeah, I do have nice lips. That's the one thing I do have.
Wait, who
Hockey's
talks about
over.
my gray hair?
Hockey's over.
Yeah, hockey is over. Where is he?
Who won?
Lightning won the cup.
Did they really?
Yes.
Yeah.
That hotbed of hockey, Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
The team that Eijman built
Yep.
before he left.
Neil hates him. I was like, yeah, Tampa.
I know Jay Fortney was upset because he wanted the Islanders really being there.
Well, I did too, even though I really don't root for New York teams. I did, but
they're not really a New York team.
No, they're not. They're not the Rangers.
Just in name.
Yeah.
In name only.
They're like the Mets. They're not
But
really a New
I'm
York
like,
team.
dude, I'm not rooting for, Dallas. So I'm sorry.
No.
It's not happening.
I get that. You figured when the hockey was over that Phil would be back.
That's what,
You know?
I kind of
No,
thought.
Unless he's waiting for the draft.
I'll tell you what happened to Phil, and we're going to talk about it.
All right.
Phil and my forum buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them who post here. Mike's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
They play the Call of Duty game every night. Warzone every night.
Oh,
they play every night, all night long, to the point that they're not even watching my show and supporting me.
So he's
bastards.
He got lost in the world.
They're totally into it. They actually are on a fire team with a girl named Purr Kitten Purr. She
sounds hot.
She looks like a Japanimation caricature of a Caucasian girl.
Really?
Big round eyes.
Yeah.
And huge tits.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's cute. She's cute as hell. And they play. She's part of their team.
Their fire team.
And when she streams, they're in the background making their jokes, and they're pretty funny. But they won't do jokes for me. They won't help me out.
Yeah, right.
They're gonna help her out. Fuck you guys.
Don't lump me in with them. I have a job. Okay.
But to be fair, they're always, when they're on her stream, they're always dropping our name. Always.
Sweet.
So, fuck you, but...
Yeah, I was going to tell. I haven't
really.
seen Phil, and I finally listened to Scissor Fight.
Scissor Fight, yeah.
See, it figures.
I finally listened to them. They were actually kind of cool.
Yeah, Scissor Fight's pretty cool. I did like it.
Well, he asked me, he brought it up a few times after he brought him up, and I hadn't listened to him, and I finally did. I was like, oh, they're different. They're interesting. I like them.
Yeah,
and he's not here to hear it.
Yeah, they're from like Pennsylvania or something, or New Hampshire, right? Yeah, they're from.
I think it's from New England originally. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where they're from.
They're from New Hampshire.
I do like their sound though.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
Yeah.
They kind of have that like southern even though they're from New Hampshire, they have that kind of kind of southern weed eater rock.
Yeah, and then they like split up for a while, and then the guitar player reformed with different guys.
See, we're gonna have to fucking clip this for Phil because he doesn't watch my show live anymore.
Yeah.
You know what?
Al finally commented on fucking Scissor Fight.
He's missing out. It's his fucking fault.
Yeah. But the original lead vocalist, he wasn't really a vocalist. It was more
what just happened?
Speaking.
What?
It just completely glitched down for a second on the big screen.
It might be the app that mirrors the screen because we're fine here, which is the main thing.
Yeah.
But the app that goes from my monitor to the TV where you guys can read the comments.
Gotcha.
Every now and then it's
okay. Continue, Alan.
So, I just said it looked like it started to collapse in.
But you were saying that the lead vocalist and
he was basically he lists himself as instead of vocals, he lists himself as incantations because he really just talks.
He does. Yeah, he goes.
Yeah,
the buzzard buzzes round here. And
but then
he's Leonard Cohen.
They did a. Now there's new members of the band minus the guitar player is the only original member, and then this guy they did an album together, and he's actually a pretty good vocalist, but it's a different a little bit different sound because he actually sings a little, Yeah.
So,
but yeah, when I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is interesting, and I got some pretty cool names for some of the songs too.
I like the scummy guitar sound.
Yeah,
pretty good.
They got a song called "Out Motherfuckered the Man."
You sounded like the dead giant from Type O Nay. Well, right.
He sounded like
loving you is like loving the dead. Peter Steele.
Yes.
Rest in peace. 6'7".
Yes. He was also the lead man, not from Typo Negative, but also from Carnivore.
Yeah.
Carnivore. I remember when you played
New York Thrash.
You played the Carnivore for me. I was like, this is better than Typo Negative to me. Because I like Thrash more.
That was the original. That's straight up original New York Thrash, mid-'80s, New York Thrash.
Big old Pete.
Yeah, it was just three guys. Yeah. At that time, he was Petrus.
Petrus?
That's what he called himself, Petrus.
Like when people take
he was a thermonuclear warrior.
And they had the barbarian boots and shit.
They were all wearing fur.
They were like
fur boots.
They were like a less gay Man-O-War.
Yeah.
Oh. Gay made me think of something.
Speaking of gay,
Al has a new backpack.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
So we're gonna take some Instagram photos of him later.
Yeah.
Put it up on our Instagram. We're gonna modeling it. But Al, show the fine people of the internet
So I ordered this backpack, okay, and they show it, they'll show a picture of it. So I'm thinking, all right, it's pretty cool. Well, it's very pint size, like for a little Japanimation girl, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's got one strap. I'm like, how is that a backpack?
That's a great backpack if you were Matt Roloff.
Right. So I'm like, what? This is a purse. This is a purse,
It's
right?
essentially the definition of a purse, yes.
Because it's got two little clips in the back here, but it only has one strap, so you can go to the left or the right.
I think my 5-year-old nephew shoulder width would be too much for that.
Exactly. I was like, what do I, it's great for all your accessories. Well, I wanted a backpack. So, I mean, in the pictures, it looks like it's a full-size backpack. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm buying it. And then I got it, and it's this.
You didn't order it from Wish.com, did you?
No.
Because that would make sense.
No. But I have since ordered another one. I ordered a Detroit Lions one, which is a full-size backpack.
So,
that's like a satchel.
But this is more like,
it's a man purse.
It's a merce.
It's a merce.
Yeah, I have the body shape of a Minecraft character. So for me, a regular backpack is not good. That thing would be like a pill container like your parents have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it would be like.
Yeah, it's like you said. Like the first thing I thought was like the girls. You see the little girls dressed up, and they got their little backpacks that they carry around. And I'm like,
can I see that for a second?
Does it come with a starter
jacket?
When I was in a suburban gang, I had a starter jacket. Little did I know, 20 years later, this place would kind of become the hood.
You can wear it around your waist
and shit here now.
You can wear that around your waist like a fanny pack.
It's
a giant fanny pack.
It's an oversized fanny pack.
Just put it right around that.
And I mean, look, it's got like all these great little pockets and stuff.
Oh, yeah, you could fit one 20-ounce drink in there.
No, you can fit some
yeah, you can put some.
You can get some chips.
It's got like
some flaming hot Cheetos.
Maybe a Chihuahua or something if you want to be
real.
Dude,
you know
what?
That's the first thing I thought was I was going to go and adopt a pet.
You can totally carry a Chihuahua in that.
I was thinking I'd adopt a pet and that'd be my pet carrier.
Fucking Dale would be oozing out the sides of it.
I'd be getting.
You couldn't even fit a foot-long sub in that thing. You'd have to cut it in half.
It's true. Because, here is a giant bottle of Fiji water.
Yes. Which, right away.
Fiji, if you want to sponsor us. It's covered. It's covered, but it barely is covered.
If you went to Subway and got like yourself 2 foot longs, fucking no way.
Yeah, you're not getting them home.
You might get one foot long in there.
Yeah, Joe Rogan is a fanny pack wearer. Yeah,
he is.
So if I went to Subway and got a foot long Subway sub,
which isn't 12 inches, it's 11 inches.
We'll take your sponsorship. And a large Fiji water, Fiji, they would not both fit in there. They would not both fit.
There's no way.
It would be very crammed and they're very tight. My sandwich would get smashed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be happy.
You'd have to just buy 2 6-inch sandwiches.
Right.
Yeah, you know how I go into Subway a lot. When I walk in, they're already making my sub.
Yeah. They saw your truck pull
They're like, Mike, what's up? They like have it. Like if there's no one in line, literally when my work truck pulls in,
yeah,
it's fucking damn near ready. It's in the heating oven.
Do you go to the same Subway every single time?
Well, it depends on my route.
Yeah.
So some day, Monday, it's the one in Novi. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh, the Zach Wild one.
The Zach Wild Subway.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the one I go to.
And so they know your sub.
Oh yeah.
So you always get the same thing.
I got to learn that girl's name. She's always got it like ready.
She's awesome.
Yeah, you got not only you got to learn her name, maybe her number.
Yeah.
Did you
her or the gay kid?
You want to learn his number too?
No, they
call him up at night and be like, I'm going to come in tomorrow. Can you?
I would definitely be in about 10:55.
Well, the funny thing is when I'll not think about it, and like there's friends people I work with that know I do a podcast, and there's people I work with that will never know that I do a podcast.
Yeah, right.
And somehow these worlds merged and people I didn't want to know.
Oh.
So now it's like, oh man.
Yeah.
So like they come to me, Mike, you got a podcast? I'm like, no. Where'd you hear that?
What's that?
Who told you that? Well, Jerry said no.
This is what you do. You
Jerry
just
has a huge drug problem. Jerry's on drugs all the time.
gay one is a safer bet.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're being honest, sure.
But what you do is you just go, nah, man, it's my cousins, and once in a while I go on it.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, it ain't so much what we've done the last, I don't know, year or so. It's my early stuff.
Yeah.
It's some of my early stuff. Like, I can't live it down, but I'll never take it back because you have fun.
Yeah.
And you have no regrets in life except horribly insensitive commentary that I said for many weeks.
I was gonna bring up the Subway thing again real quick because did you read about the court ruling in the country of Ireland?
No.
Subway bread, because of the ingredients and the amount of sugar it has in it, is not legally bread in Ireland.
Really?
It has so much sugar in it that they don't classify it as actual bread.
Hey, it's healthy to me. It's healthy to me. I'm alive. I ain't dead.
They make bread differently over there, don't they?
Yeah, they use a lot of beer, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, like how they're worried about sugars. Them fucking
They're not saying you can't buy it or eat it.
You people can't handle the bottle.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, I did see something about it. They didn't get rid of it. They're just saying.
Listen, you drunk Mick.
They're just saying you can't classify it as bread. It's like sandwich material. I don't know what they call it.
Well, yeah, like the Taco Bell when the meat was called taco filler.
Yeah,
because it had so little meat, it was no longer considered meat.
Do you remember when it was?
Like
someone brought this up to me yesterday. Curtis brought this up. Do you remember when the rumor was that it was kangaroo meat? Do you remember that Taco Bell rumor?
Yeah, I just meant it, but yes.
Actually, that's
and all it meant it was meat that was imported from Australia.
Yeah,
well, not actual kangaroos.
I know.
See, when I was a kid, they said it about McDonald's, and then I would not eat a McDonald's hamburger until I was like older.
Yeah,
I used to eat McDonald's hamburgers when I was a kid.
McDonald's
real little
sounds good right now.
When I was real little, I would eat them, and then I stopped eating them, and I would only eat the chicken.
I like
McNuggets.
I like when people like try to
because I heard it was made of kangaroo meat.
Yeah, and we all did that, and it's true. And the thing is, they always try to scare you away from shit you like, as if you don't know that it's bad for you. So they're trying to scare.
Yeah.
Like, I know when I'm eating chicken McNuggets that I'm not feeding my cells properly.
Right.
Like, oh, it's pink slime. It's can you believe you're eating? Yeah.
I know.
I don't care. Okay, if I want to eat super healthy, I'll fucking start a compound and kill my own meat.
I know that
until that day, everything is processed.
If I'm eating a double cheeseburger from McDonald's, I know that the kangaroo is delicious today.
I don't remember the whole kangaroo thing, like I said.
Yeah.
But either I did know or I probably just didn't care, but I honestly don't remember it. I'm going to eat the fucking shit anyways. I do not fucking care.
Speaking of Mickey D's, their burgers are getting smaller.
I haven't had one in.
Yes, but I think that's true of every food place.
They're probably all cutting back.
Every place I go, it seems like the sandwiches are smaller. No matter where I go.
The only place that they're not getting any smaller is White Castle.
They're the same size.
Yeah, I had a Big King, and that was pretty thick.
I mean, there's still
Big King.
I'm not talking about like
honestly,
huge differences, just incremental. Because, you don't think it adds up, but eventually it's going to add up to savings for them.
Yeah. I don't think I've had a McDonald's.
Well, the thing is,
a couple of years, easily.
They try to scare you to
a couple of years
to not eat that stuff, but in reality, it's not that bad for you. They put minerals and shit in it, and I've talked about it for the palatability.
Yeah, palatability.
You overeat it is really what it is. You overeat.
Yeah, that's a thing.
It's
like anything, it's moderation.
That's why
the lethality is in the dose.
That's why, like I know guys that like when we would go like to fast food places when we would work together, they'd be like, oh yeah, and they'd get like 2 sandwiches or 3 sandwiches. Yeah, because it's you can,
that's palatable.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you said that, I'm like, oh my god, yeah, that makes sense.
Again, just to reiterate, for if anybody that's heard this didn't hear the other episode when I talked about it about a month ago or so.
Yep.
You can take a Big Mac and you can bite it once, break it off, push it against the roof of your mouth, and it will go into your gullet, right down into the Gulliver.
Yes.
And you'll be fine.
Yes.
You don't need to sit there and chew the shit out of it like you hope. It's just
it's
made for you to eat it easy. So that toothless diabetics, and you can just eat it. Anybody can eat it.
And you can eat multiples.
And you can,
of
you
them.
can eat a bunch.
Yep.
You ever notice you can eat 2 double quarter pounders, but if you try to eat like,
if you
try to eat 2 thick homemade burgers, you'd be like, oh man, I'm, you know,
big time.
Yeah,
Those McDonald's are good.
that McDonald's is good.
Inside joke.
Yeah. By the way, the inside joke is based on a hillbilly.
Yeah.
So it's like, McDonald's good.
Yeah.
They are good. That's what though. The reason though they're always trying to scare you away from that because they know you want to eat it.
They do. Like right now, I want some.
Then
I can't want like a double McDouble right now.
Yeah, even if you're like trying to do the right thing and eat proper food, they try to scare you away from that. Well, it's not organic.
No,
it's not organic. Well, anything that's natural is tart and nasty. You're not gonna really want to eat it.
Like I was convinced that they were putting stuff in it to like they do with cigarettes to make you addicted to it because like I'm
sure they do.
I didn't eat McDonald's for like it was like 2 years. It was like a year and a half or something. And then I went and I got a McDouble and I got a McChicken.
Yeah.
And then all I could think about was that McDouble and that McChicken for like 5 days.
Yeah.
And I kept going back and buying more of them.
No, I'm sure they
worked.
They do everything they can to make you want their food.
Mm-hmm.
The advertising makes you crave it.
I know.
And the palatability makes you eat more of it.
The palatability.
We talked about. I'm not going to talk about the hot and spicy again.
Yeah.
But have you tried the new spicy chicken McNuggets from there?
No.
They're relatively spicy.
The tempura battered.
They're decent, but the sauce that they give you with the mighty hot sauce,
yeah,
is pretty good. Like you can put it on the fucking McChicken also.
So it's like
really good.
It's hot, but is it flavorful?
It's flavorful. It's kind of like you ever go to B-Dubs and get Asian Zing?
Oh, okay.
It's kind of got a little mix of that. Put some other stuff too. It's got some spice to it.
So we can be like,
it's spicy.
Put some of this on my. This spicy. Can you put some of that on my? Can you put some of that on my McChicken?
So I did. I put some on my McChicken.
Hell yeah.
It's hotter than Al's backpack.
It's hotter than the backpack.
Hi, Poppy. I'm sorry. That was racist or something. It's a pretty good sauce. Like they gave me extra. I'm like, I'm gonna save some of these. I got a couple packets at home. It's good stuff. I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I noticed that Mike said it looked like they cookie cutter it smaller. So he's like using an actual cookie cutter.
Yes.
To cut it. No, you're right. Because it used to be that the burgers were about the same size as the bun, maybe even sometimes a little bit bigger.
Right.
And now it's like you can barely see the burger.
Well, anytime that they lose 6 cents.
Yeah.
5 or 6 cents.
Yep.
And their shareholder loses, 1/1,000,000% of their
they gotta start
one
saving.
stock. They flip out.
They're trimming. They're trimming the fat, if you will.
Yeah.
They're making a little bit more money because especially as many burgers as they sell a day, they're gonna make the money back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are correct, but I guess it's noticeable now. But
another thing too is the super cheap deals on food are kind of running out. Everything's going up drastically in price.
Everything.
Yeah. Well, you can thank the hoarders for that shit too. Because
you buy. Yeah, they panic because of the corona.
Yeah. Everybody panicked, and you can thank. I just went and bought wood to put. I bought like 4 big 2x12s, 2x10s or whatever, 2x8s I think they were to make steps. For my back.
Yeah.
Okay, so I bought Walmanized. It was about $13 a board when I priced it a while back. It's like $23 a board now because everybody went out and bought all the wood and made it like scarce to find. And because, all these restaurants and shit were like, oh, well, we're going to build a patio area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything is outrageous.
Well, it was also the people that were stuck at home and needed projects to do too. They were
Yeah, great. Thanks, assholes.
My kid got some barbecue chicken shit.
So it just cost
DQ
me
and he thought he was a baller. It's because he is a baller.
So it just
DQ's got good food.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, just people every that craze of building shit out of pallets and everything.
Yeah.
Then people just end up with pallets in their backyard because they're too lazy to do anything with them.
Yeah, right.
That sounds like someone I know. Not gonna name any names, but it rhymes with Rom or my brother.
Oh, your parent. Oh, I forgot about that. Everybody, you know how many? Because I drive a truck for a living, so
yeah,
I have people that I knew that were needed pallets.
Actually, Mom did use them eventually, didn't she?
And then, I was dropping pallets off people's houses, and only a couple people actually built anything with them.
It took our mom a while, and she finally did use them, but I think it only lasted a season, and then Alan.
I cut up some. And Neil burns them, so I mean, at work, I got. Anybody need pallets? I got shit tons. of them.
If you're not going to put product on them, the next best thing is to burn them.
Yeah, that's true. Don't stack them too high, like a Texas college bonfire night.
Here's my pallet garden.
Some of them were awesome.
Oh yeah, if you know what to do with them, yeah, sure. But I mean, yeah, there's there's some places around that they don't have just, and I know where they are. They're not traditional pallets.
No,
they're they're all custom built for holding certain hardware.
Okay,
and then when they're done with it, they're done with it. And so there's some pretty cool, and they use really solid pieces of wood because some of the stuff's very heavy, and transporting it is it's vital. I mean, you can't just throw it on anything, and you got hundreds of thousands of dollars invested into that hardware.
See, not the place I work at currently, but the one I worked at a couple jobs ago. We couldn't reuse our pallets because they were either plastic or CHEP pallets, which are the treated, and they got to go back. Basically, they stay as part of the circuit.
Yep.
So we couldn't use those. So if we needed a pallet or something to ship something out in, we had a wood shop, and they would have to make our pallet or a crate or whatever we needed for the project. And it'd be like, hey, Joe, we need a pallet. We're all right, give me 2 hours. Come back, and it'd be the best pallet you've ever seen in your fucking life.
Oh yeah.
You could it'd be a 3x4 pallet, and you could put a car on it, and the thing wouldn't fucking break.
Yeah, I worked at
insane.
Several smaller mom and pop style shops, custom stuff.
I would have built a house on it.
And we always custom built pallets because you had to, because this stuff, I have a piece of hardware that just spent 250 hours on machines,
Just throw it on the floor.
Yeah, just throw it on the little
wrap it in
pallet.
some stretch wrap.
We get this little slat pallet here and just throw some strap around it. Yeah. Okay.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because we were doing the same thing. We were sending out entire displays for the auto shows.
Yep.
Huge, giant displays. And they're no, custom crates, huge pallets that they built. They were because the slats on the pallet are nothing. It's just straight wood. But the other part is milled out and the stringers, if you will. It's the stringers on a step.
That's it, yeah.
But it's stringers. It's they're taking it, milling it, and doing all this stuff. And they're I need 2 hours, but they were only taking 15 minutes to do it.
Yeah.
It's how the fuck did you just make this pallet in 15 minutes?
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
If you've done it enough,
That's what it was. Yeah. All these guys were master carpenters.
Yeah, we have a pallet area of the shitty ones that we know we can't use anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
And we put them all outside and line them up. We got a huge lot and a big parking lot and area, and we line them up. And there was this guy that would come and take the shittiest ones you could possibly put out there that are completely useless, and he would take them. And I finally got to talking to him one day. I'm like, dude, you can you use these? He goes, well, no, I rebuild them and
and sells them back to people.
And he sells them, and I saw him oh, okay. And I go, it seems like a lot of work. He goes, well. He goes, I've made $1 million. I'm like, what?
What?
He's like, I made $1 million. He goes, not in a year, but over 3-4 years, I made $1 million.
Jesus.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Fuck. So,
and he just takes them, and he goes, it just requires a lot of patience and repetition. He goes, it's not the funnest thing in the world to do, but I made $1 million.
Well,
write myself a note.
The last place I worked at, it's funny you bring that up because the last place I worked at.
Then I saw the human trafficking people that he really made the money off.
Yeah, right.
In that cube truck that he came. No.
So the last place I worked at, which were
human trafficking,
an extremely horrible place, horrible
Kids,
horrible
women
management.
Sorry, Alan.
Well, we had a new boss that come in, and he's like, I'm gonna right the ship, turn this play, And so he did make some good moves. But one of the things he did one day, he saw this guy out back grabbing up all these old pallets, and he goes to him. He goes, "Well, so will you just give them to you?" He goes, "No, I get rid of them for you." So we were paying him. To get rid of them.
Well, that's a no-no.
Okay. So he was going and rebuilding them, and we were paying him to buy them back.
Genius.
So he starts looking at the numbers. He goes, "Do you know how much we spent on?" He has this big meeting with us. "Do you know how much we spent on pallets last year?" And everybody's like, "No." It was like some insane number. It was like $50,000 or something like that. He goes, "It's like $50,000 or something like whatever." And he goes, "Do you know why?" And everybody's like, "No, we didn't care, But anyway, and he goes, "Because the guy who picks up our pallets, you ever seen him out there in his truck?" We're like, yeah. Beat up old truck, stacks them up, like 10 high.
Yeah.
And he goes, "We pay him to take them, and then we pay him to bring them back rebuilt."
That's genius.
Well, the thing is, though, are you going to have someone? Are you going to have someone on your payroll to fucking build pallets? Though?
I just start going like this, clapping
like a Disney movie.
Oh yeah,
slow clap, and everybody starts saying,
I go, "Bravo!" And he looks.
That's
and he goes,
genius.
He goes, "It is funny, but not for us." I'm like, "Yeah, but it is."
No, it's not funny for you because you're the one paying them.
Yeah.
But when it boils down to it, though, are you going to rebuild them? That's the question.
Right.
No.
Are you going to rebuild the pallets?
Well, then he started looking. He goes, "We can just buy them from people. Like we do at work. We buy like several different sizes, but ours are pretty heavy duty.
Yeah,
and we do get a lot of use out of them. But like, eventually, they get destroyed. I mean, we pitch them.
I've worked at places where we had them or we got them from like something came in. We're like, "Oh, we can save these pallets." We saved all the pallets, or we made them. I've never worked in a place where we bought them.
Yeah,
it was always stuff that just came in through.
We
regular
don't buy
shipping.
ours.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I've never worked anywhere where we did that either. This is the first. Well,
no, if you're dealing with a kind of specific equipment, you are. Yeah.
And that's the thing.
I mean, what do you need? I mean, we're putting buckets.
That's the thing too. Is like we got like
boxes.
A lot of the stuff we do, we have like some standard size. We have standard size boxes that we put everything in.
Yeah,
and those are how everything gets moved around. So we put them on pallets. So we have like 6 slat, 7 slat, 4 slat pallets, and they fit certain size boxes for us, and so I mean I've pretty much figured that out right away, but a lot of people don't. They got this giant box on a 3 this tiny like 2 foot wide pallet. I'm like, dude, this box is twice as big. It's no big deal. Oh, okay. And then they go and fill it up with all these heavy parts, and then they try to get a pallet jack under it.
Yeah, good luck.
And they're like, "Oh, it won't get under there." I'm like, "Yeah, because you're a moron."
Well, speaking of that, and that's a sore subject with me.
I bet.
So we have a new manager. We have 2 new managers. One who moved from kind of a normal manager to now he's above me, and he wasn't before.
Right.
Hello, James. And then we had he watches sometimes. And then we had a new guy we brought in because none of us wanted that job because it's horrible. And we brought him in. And so they're redoing everything, revamping everything, like moving everything, which is par for the course. New management, everything changes. And,
yes.
Anyway, so they don't understand every aspect of what we do yet.
Yeah.
So they loaded my truck, and there's certain types of pallets that my pallet jack does not fit in.
Oh.
And when you put thousands of pounds of shit on a pallet and my pallet jack doesn't fit in, assuming I'm going to go somewhere that has a dock and a high-low when they don't. So I had 3 of them on my truck, not just one. Like I would get 1 a month, and I would be like, "Oh, fuck," I had 3 in a day.
Wow.
And that was the day of the hailstorm. I showed you. So tremendous hailstorm. 300 miles, bunch of stops. It was just a horrific day. And I'm hand unloading this shit because my pallet jack, like, sorry, ma'am, do you have a place that I could stack this? And it was fucking horrible. And I get back and I took pictures. I'm like, guys, listen, do not put that on my truck ever again. These type of pallets, do not.
So I understand.
They're like, well, some places have dock. Like, no. We're not going to worry about dock versus not. Let's just assume no one has a dock and a high-low.
Right.
Because that's the only way to do this.
Right.
To prevent this. No one has a dock. No one has a high-low. That's the way we do this. We have to think of it that way. Because I'm lifting all this and I'm stressed out because the job takes twice as long than it should.
Right.
So let's not do that. And
so let me ask you this. All right, so it's new management.
Mm-hmm.
So the people who load your truck up, they're not new though.
Well, one of them was.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, to him, not his fault. To the guy with him, though, kind of, he knows. And I'm like, you didn't oversee or explain this. And I got into an argument with him. And people, the thing is when people take over a new position, they don't think of everything, and you can't expect them to know everything. But there are certain like basic things like, hey, I don't think a pallet jack would fit in a slit that this big.
Yeah.
Is yours a regular width pallet jack?
There's like common sense things. If you just kind of take a little look at it, you just go, that doesn't look right.
But I don't know.
Can I teach you how to be a machinist, Morgan? Yes, I can. But you're in Nevada and I'm in Michigan.
But you're near Area 51 and Al works on aircraft.
Yeah. But I could tell you that there's probably plenty of shops out there that you could probably
some entry level shit.
Do you want to do 12-hour days?
Entry level jobs in this business now, man, they pay pretty good.
Oh yeah, you're only going to get
a lot of places have gone, like my place personally hasn't gone cookie cutter where they buy a lot of the same machinery. They have programmers who do everything, and all you do is they have somebody build the fixtures. You just load a fixture on what they call dialing in, making it true to the spindle or the chuck or whatever, and then put your tooling in and go. I mean, they make it easy to do now, but not my place. I mean, we have like old machinery that's, beat up and,
so guys,
paper clips, bubble gum, holding it together.
You guys want to take a halftime break?
Yes.
Well, now that we've cornered that pallet / machining.
It's not just palatability.
It's not just palatability. That is how it started. We started about palatability.
You meant food palatability.
We were talking about Big Macs being palatable, and then we went into
I thought you were talking about product that you could put on pallets.
Well,
I got confused.
We are a lot of us are in the business of pallets and product. So yeah, I'm down for a break.
We're going to take a break, and then when we come back, we've got Amazon packages.
All right.
And for those of you that haven't viewed us, I've been getting sent random Amazon packages. We think it's a glitch. It's a glitch / people have doxed me and figured out how to send stuff to me in Amazon. And some of them are funny, some of them are weird, and we're just having fun with it. So Amazon packages after the break.
I think there's a Suckmaster in this one.
I really want the Suckmaster 2000. I need it. I've been trying to get it for a long time.
The 2500 came out.
The 2500.
Yeah.
So it's the new improved.
So the 2000s are on sale. Maybe there's actually a 2000 in here. We'll see after the break.
We'll see after. Anyway, so we'll just take a break here, and we'll play a little "Fuck My Face, Then My Butt" by Black Ice Limited.
Fuck this face, then my butt. What you say, bitch, huh? What? Fuck this face, then my butt. Yeah, okay, that's what's up. Oh shit, damn man, look at that face, so damn fucking fine. I just can't wait. Her body sexy and I bet the pussy is great. Lips looking all luscious 'cause she ready to taste. A nice hard dick in her mouth. Black Ice Limited, you know what we about. I fuck the face hard, without a doubt. Then stuck it straight in the ass and made her shout. 6 pretty ass girls horny and ready. I'm always on point, so you know I'm ready. I'm about to put it in your ass, bitch, hold steady. I know you like my titles, 'cause my titles is catchy. Greg gave me money, so I worked my magic. Fucking these girls
put 86 in everything. Buttholes, fucking vaginas, I mean, whatever.
You can't say that on stream, dude. If you actually had like 100 people in here and you kept saying,
Listen. First of all, my stream is 18 and older. So, hey, how y'all? No, it does matter because it's mature content only. So if I say fucking pussy, or I'm gonna fucking spread some fucking pussy lips, no, don't say that.
you see, it's because of people like that right there that will get you banned.
Yeah, I ain't. Oh man, you're racist as fuck. You know what? You need Jesus in your life. You need Jesus, boy! Jesus! I'm gonna fuck him up for saying that. Yup. No. Hey, Morgara.
Shut up, take the garbage out. My God.
Morgan! Shut the fuck up! Hey, listen. On a real note, please, tell the people how amazing...
I don't care about your real note. Just take the garbage out.
That's what I'm talking about. Straight up ass shot, Forrest Gump style, right in the fucking dick.
Yeah.
Morgan, I fucking love you. I love playing this game with you. I wish I could play with you on a daily basis, 24/7. Where'd you go?
I'm right here. I didn't go nowhere.
Oh, okay. My guy didn't show up. Hey, you see that guy right there with the big...
Hey.
Yeah. I had 4 kills.
You need to learn how to manage your surroundings. Oh, yeah. Don't forget this is a physical fist.
Bobby Schmurder, man, and Jeffrey Epstein. So you got the leader of the... What is going on here? No. It's on. I just, Morgan, shut up. I shot. They're about to catch.
They're going to come back and beat us.
They are going to come back and win because you want to fuck. Hey, my boy,
Get the fuck out of here, dude. I don't care about your boy. I don't care about your alcohol. I want to win, bro. Right on the other side of you, Ernest.
bitch, eat my dick. Tryhards, sweaty my nuts. Smell them, all up in your face. That's a shotgun to your fucking dome. Tryhard my nuts. Oh, so bad. I'm fucking crying. My name's Ace. Oh, Ace. They're so tryhard. They're so sweaty. I'm crying. Eat my dick. How do you think I like it?
The Dragon Master. Yeah. I remembered to turn on the cameras, Brian.
All right.
There we go.
So the last time, the second half, I forgot to turn on the cameras.
Yeah, we had no video the second half of the show.
Not
last
that
week.
anyone wants to look at us, but it does help for whatever reason.
Dude,
People want to.
I bet you that's the reason we didn't have as many views last week.
That was
Hey, look at this pretty
because like
face.
I went in the bathroom and I did my hair before the second half.
Well,
You did it all, and then I blocked you
No one
out with
saw
the
it.
Radio Underground bar.
Damn it!
There, our little banner.
Got my hair did and everything.
nice tight perm.
By the way, when we first, I think that's our Brian. You made that banner for us originally. Then I think Matt made the WrestleMania one.
He did.
And then we went back to the original because it was too much. There was too much like commercial influence. Like I was worried about us getting sued basically for no money because we don't have any to make. But we had to go back to our own design made by Brian over there. Matt did a really cool thing with the WrestleMania thing.
Yeah.
And he did a very awesome job with the Grand Theft Auto thing. But World Wrestling Entertainment and Rockstar Games is kind of a hard win in court to make.
Because I post a link for the show every single week to like multiple groups.
Mm-hmm.
The audio one, YouTube one too, but mostly the audio one. And every single week I'd have one person saying, "Man, you need to change that logo. You got to watch out. You're gonna get sued." I'm like, nah. But I got it so many different times. I was like, you know what? Maybe they're. And it wasn't the same person. One time it was like the same person like 4 weeks in a row.
I was like,
but like
nah.
there was at least one new person every week that said the same thing.
Can't
like,
sue me when I got no money.
I ain't got no money, but you don't want to take a chance. Whatever.
Yeah. So we changed it, and then when we switch over to Spreaker, everything is through this what we have now. So we're fine. I think.
We're good.
We're good. We're not making any money.
We're not making nothing.
Not a dime. But we're gonna eventually.
Technically losing money.
Yeah. We're paying to do this stupid show.
Yeah.
We're paying.
Do you still pay anything a week? You pay for the hosting, right?
I pay $20 a month. I don't care about that.
Alan
bought the Roadcaster.
And I pay for the design thing I use to make our thumbnails and stuff.
So I bought
and the advertising, the TubeBuddy thing.
Yeah.
The microphones, the Shure are $100 each if you went to like Guitar Center. I found 3 of them for $180.
So it's a better deal.
Yeah.
And then this one, this mic here, Frank bought. This is $100. These are $100 mics.
So there's investment.
So
yeah.
And then I have the
not
other
going to recoup it.
And we're not getting money back.
No.
And Al bought the Roadcaster, and as soon as the state of Michigan pays me, I'll give him half of the Roadcaster cost.
Yeah, whatever. Well, it'll happen when it happens.
Yeah.
And
Then I
fucking state of Michigan.
Still waiting on it.
Bastards.
Unemployment. About $7,000 they owe me.
Morgan said, "Wish I would have had my dad teach me how to weld."
You know what?
Yeah, your dad was actually a really good welder.
You know what, Morgan?
He's
It's
a cool
never
dude,
too
too.
late to learn how to weld.
You can find someone to teach you.
But I'll tell you, welding now is like, if you want to make good money as a welder, you have to get into like aerospace, very technical specialty stuff, where you know different types of materials, how to weld them, how to weld aluminum, which is a very technical thing to do. You have to learn all that stuff. And if you can learn all that, you can make real serious money. I know a few guys that make decent money, and I know a few guys that make like $30-something an hour.
Yeah.
And then there's the underwater welding. Oh.
Yeah, I know how to solder, which is welding.
Underwater welding's the shit because you can only be down there for like 25 minutes at a time.
Yeah, and you get paid a buttload of money, and you can only work so many hours a month.
Yeah, and you get paid all that money, and most of the time you're not even underwater.
No,
you're in a decompression chamber.
Yeah. At least you're not underwater.
Try not to give you the bends.
Yeah.
But seriously, you get paid
it's serious money, but it puts a serious toll on your body.
Yeah.
No, going to extreme depths is not hard on the body.
No. You can stick weld. Well, you can learn.
Other than that, I'm awful.
Well, our brother, his father-in-law does welding as a side gig.
Yeah.
And he makes more money than I make in a year on a side gig.
Yeah.
So what?
Well, the company he works for buys something from him, right?
Well, yeah, and then he sells stuff on his own too.
Yeah.
So
But
he's making whatever he makes his regular job.
I love when people,
which is a lot.
I love when people side hustle is like better than what you got.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it literally is. He makes more money than I do in a year.
You're gonna end up in lifelong pain from nitrogen in the blood.
Yeah.
Doesn't nitrogen in the blood though give really like insane hard-ons though?
I hate overachievers.
It's worth it.
You go over to their like second house and it's nicer than your main.
Go over their second of 3 houses.
It's like, yeah, dude, I bought this house, a nice brick place over here. Come on and hang out and party. And they got like imported beer and everything. And your fucking second house is nicer than my main, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your high IQ, fag. Hate you.
Side hustle.
No shit. I know like old hillbilly guys that got like incredible side hustles. You know,
moonshine.
They know they well, yeah, a little bit of that, a little bit of illegal, a little bit illegal, but they make, they have like a little business or something, a little construction company,
a little bit of business,
and then they'd have like all the side hustles going, and pulling out knots of money. I'm like, I just
side hustle.
I bought this bulldozer for, like $8,000 that was broken down. Put like a $60 part on it and sold it for like $15,000.
Yeah,
something like that. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, they said it needed this and this and this. I just pulled this apart, put this little O-ring in this bitch.
Well, it
worked perfect.
Yeah, you get my dad. He got laid off for a year and he learned heating and cooling.
Yeah.
And that air conditioner. So what he ended up getting so good at heating and cooling, like you can take a broken air conditioner to him, and he fixes it.
Yeah,
and it's like works perfect.
Yeah,
your dad. Dad, why didn't you make money off that? I was like, I don't know.
Your dad always had that knack.
Yeah, my dad, like he admits, like he goes, I'm really good at machinery. There's certain aspects like he helped me. He knew something about putting in my front door. But he botched it, and I didn't know anything about it. So I was just, it's okay, but it didn't end up so well.
Oh, you mean like when he was like trying to shim it in?
Shim it in. Yeah, he had trouble, and
because there's not just it's not just level and square, it's plumb too.
Yeah,
there's
but he's like anything with a motor in it, he's fine.
Yeah,
he's like I don't have any of those talents. I have no heart. Like, I do not have a mind for anything. Fix it, mechanical, nothing. Nope. I'm pretty much useless.
I remember your dad had, this was like early 80s. I was a kid, but they had that little, it was like a little Monza or something, a little car.
The little blue car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my dad was helping him try to put brakes on it. But your dad was doing it. My dad was just mostly assisting him with, little shit. But I remember just asking your dad a few questions, and I knew how to do brakes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just from the 3 or 4 questions that he answered.
Yeah,
I watched him do it, and I'm like, oh. And when I did my first brake job, I didn't even I just did it.
Yeah,
and it was done, and they were good.
Yeah, him. My one uncle that fixed my truck, very mechanically gifted. My Uncle Trace is like me. He can't fix anything. And I don't know why. You either have it or you don't. Like I've observed many sessions and it doesn't stick.
Well, that's the thing.
The brake pad, your calipers. I've seen so many people redo brakes. I still don't know what is even a caliper. I know what a pad looks like. A
caliper holds the pads onto the rotor.
Okay, I'll forget that tomorrow.
It's the caliper is basically a piece. It's a casted piece of metal that has a piston in it.
Yeah,
a cylinder.
Great, you're speaking aeronautics to me.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
basically, yeah, that was the one of the things. Like your dad said, yeah, you put a C clamp in here and then you compress the cylinder. And then you can put the pads in and put them over the rotor, and then you tighten it in. And then when you push the brake pedal, boom, the cylinder engages.
That's
and
what
then
the piston does, right?
Yeah, and it engages. And
cool.
And so that was it.
That's the girder mounting is the important
From the
part.
time I was 7 years old, I got my first bike when I was 5, and it never worked. My first bike it never worked.
Yeah.
It was one of those solid wheel, solid tire. It didn't have air tires. It looked like a little dirt bike. And the wheel kept seizing up. And I remember Dad got me a little
I'm going to
bike
seize
kit.
up trying to understand this.
So I just would start using wrenches. And then by the time I was 7 years old, I was breaking bikes down. And if I could take it apart, I could put it back together. By the time I was 8 or 9, it was no problem. And then one day, Mom was like, I was in the backyard, and somebody come up to the door, this lady, and she's like, is this where the boy who fixes bikes lives? And my mom comes out the back and she goes, hey, there's a lady here who wants you to look at her bike. Oh, okay. And it happened to be that like her kid lived down the street.
Okay.
That was when we lived in Wayne.
Yeah.
And I fixed her bike in like 15 minutes flat. It was just it was something to do with her brakes. I fixed it. I was like 9 years old. And she handed me $5.
Hell yeah.
$5. I was 9.
You were balling.
It was like, dude, it was
1982.
It was 1982, man.
Yeah, that's.
Speaking of bikes, that reminds me of the movie Rad. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Do you believe?
No. I didn't want to change the subject, but I just read Morgan's comment.
Oh, his OnlyFans.
My OnlyFans is popping. I make more on it than I do at my job right now. LOL.
Well, of course.
Morgan, do you want us to throw your OnlyFans?
Yeah, if you do an OnlyFans
out there,
I'll give you money.
Okay, so Morgan,
let us know what the address is. We'll say it live.
You say you're making more money on your OnlyFans than your job right now.
Well,
yeah, because you don't have a job.
He can make $1 and be making more.
Right.
Make a penny.
Right.
How much is a monthly subscription to your OnlyFans?
And
See, that's
and what do I get out of it?
Yeah, exactly. What are the perks per tier?
Right.
If I pay $20 a month versus $5, you know,
Right.
what was it? That's what I didn't like about I don't like about Patreon. It's like, hey, you can listen to our it's a monthly recurring thing. I hate fucking that type of subscription.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So to me, if we ever do anything, I'm just gonna do a PayPal. Just give me money here and there, because I know personally I don't want a recurring. I don't like anything over time. You know, like eventually I would stop liking stuff.
Yeah.
Except for Game Pass.
Like Aaron's Twitch channel that I kept on paying for and didn't fucking care about.
Yeah.
I finally canceled that thing. I remember this time.
Did you pay?
Dude, I paid for 4 months in a row and forgot about it.
Twas, oh God, I'm going to click this. I think
OnlyFans.com/wish it was as big as Al's.
That's a great wish.
It's free.
It's a real thing.
There's no way it's real. Holy shit.
OnlyFans, no.
He's full of shit, dude. No.
Oh, it's not available.
I was going to say, dude, no way.
Al's meat whistle.
It's free.
But I just want because I was a big WATP fan.
Yeah,
and I wanted to listen to them. I wanted to hear on Discord. They do a Discord. You can hear them recording the episode, like a raw. Oh,
it's like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Who are these podcasts?
So basically, you pay and you hear the raw version of the raw audio and what they're talking about, and then he cuts and pastes it later. So I was like, I want to in on this, but I thought I didn't know what a Patreon was, and I was like, it's $10, I'll check it out. But I didn't know you got to continue.
Next thing you know, you're looking at your bank account and it's coming out every month.
Fuck that, man! I'm not paying. I've given people many people content creators their PayPal. I'll donate to them. I don't want a monthly fee for your show. I don't.
No.
I don't get why anyone would want to do that. Even my show.
No.
Don't.
Honestly,
just give me $20 if you have it, or just watch. I don't care.
If you give us $25 total lifetime membership, that's it.
I'll jerk off.
Or $600 for the Roadcaster.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, no.
And I'll jerk off.
No, Alan's not jerk.
Al, what's your amount you would jerk off to completion?
No,
on camera.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what? We didn't open gifts.
Oh, we're going to.
Well, we're gonna do that.
I didn't know if we were.
Don't
doing
dodge
that right
a question, Al.
No, I don't think I have a.
We're giving everybody
amount.
a gift now. We're talking about your dog.
I don't think I have a dollar amount.
So we told if we get some
Morgan's girls listening, she's like, God, I want to see it so bad.
If we get if we get some big donator, somebody that really likes us, and he happens to be gay, it ain't gonna be me or Brian. Though I've told you, it's me and Brian are not doing the deed.
So you mean like indecent proposal type thing?
Yeah,
but much less money.
Brian's married, and I'm scared.
Yeah.
So it's you. Okay?
No, don't even bring it if I'm married. Because even if my wife said, "Yeah, you can do it," I'm like, "No,
it's
I ain't doing that."
like much less money. I mean, damn.
I don't remember how much she gave. What didn't it give him like $250,000 in a movie?
No, it was like
She's
$1
all
million.
pissed off
Was it?
It was $1 million.
Morgan's woman is pissed off because you sent the snap and she stormed. Nah.
Oh, about the peeing.
She'll get over it later. when you're peeing on
she's
her.
all pissed
Or she'll get it
off.
over her
Snap and
later.
start.
She won't get over it. She'll get it all over her.
Yeah, when you shower her with
She has a poop knife.
a little bit of ammonia.
Oh, gosh.
The thing is, like,
Asparagus.
the reason I don't like I just like to donate to like one-time donations. I don't like the Patreon. Like, this is their tier. If you give us $8 a month, you get especially the girls are the worst. $8 a month gets you a cleavage shot.
Yeah.
$10 a month gets this, and then if you pay the top amount, it's her blowing her boyfriend. It goes to that.
Great.
Yeah.
That's the end point. That's where it all leads.
Yeah,
And
I'm good.
From what I understand, OnlyFans is slightly different. It's the monthly, and then there's other videos that they might do that you could pay extra for, but the monthly stays the same. There's no tier.
Oh, is that how it works?
So it's like if you pay $9.99, you get to see everything except for those special videos. You got to pay an extra $20 for.
Tiers.
Which
It's
is
technically it's a tier.
yeah, which everything will be special.
Yep.
But so, like, my thing is, I want everyone to listen to my content, free or not. It's just if in the kindness of your heart.
I just want to know why
You want to
these
pay me $1
women-
million to sit here on Saturday.
I just want to know why these women think that their shit's so fucking great that they.
Well, it's because
that
they've
I'm gonna pay
been
for it.
empowered by simps. They're called simps, Al.
Simps.
Simp is like a male that will never touch that pussy ever.
Right, and he's on
And
his
he's just
computer,
all and he
he's-
loves her.
and he's just telling her how gorgeous.
Now
she
we've all simped out, but luckily we were not from the internet era. When we grew up, you simped out for a girl that was hot. And
Yeah.
You did things for her, and you carried her lunch tray.
Yeah,
but you were
right.
never getting in on it.
Right.
But luckily for us, there was no
Just such a
document.
good friend.
There was no documentation. There's no documentation
Yeah.
of the simp
Right.
that we did.
Right.
But these poor young guys, they're on like Instagram. Oh, baby, you look so great.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, the worst is like, have like a chick.
Oh, do
that-
they? Okay, I was
Simps
wrong.
have
Okay.
a cause pussy inflation. Yeah, it's pussy inflation.
Yeah, like
that's why a girl that's a 5 in looks thinks she needs an 8 man.
hey man, I had to go through. I learned a lot of shit, man. I learned a lot of I had chicks that I was totally into, and then like all of a sudden, I'm doing all these cool things for them and being nice to them and driving them around. Next thing I know, I'm like, oh wait, she's fucking my friend.
Yeah, that's it.
What the hell is
Like
that?
I was talking about this with my Slack group. So like we all simped, all of us.
So this,
But back in the day, we don't have documented proof
Yeah,
of it.
prove
Right.
that shit. You ain't gonna.
yeah,
'Cause
you know
you
what
get-
proof you
like,
got? What
I've
I just told you.
I've never simped in my life because you don't
I've
have
never
proof.
I've never simped.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a simp and a beta orbiter?
Well, they tend to be the same thing, but not necessarily. A guy that's like that can be kind of desirable, can be kind of alpha. He could be in the early stages of his life and simp out because he's, he doesn't realize where he's at.
Yeah.
But most simps are betas,
It's Jeff.
Yeah.
Like
Jeff is a total simp.
Jeff is a simp.
I didn't say that. Morgan did. I quoted it.
Jeff is
Jeff,
And he
Jeff
did
is
correct
a
me.
total simp.
He did correct me. Morgan says no. Some of the girls have different tiers, so I was wrong. Like I said, I don't know. I've only read.
Right.
So here's the thing. Like, look, I
You
have
learn more when you
I-
get burnt.
I'm
You're
in
right.
I'm in no place to give anyone advice on dating, marriage, or anything. I have no right. But what I can tell you, because I'm a failure at everything, but what I can tell you is things that you think are a good sign or a bad sign. Like, oh, she talks about sex around me. Bad sign.
Yeah.
Because they're talking about sex with other dudes, not you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, oh, I sucking dick. Like you're a young guy. You're like, oh, cool. She's telling me about sucking dick. That means she'll suck mine. No,
She's gonna practice on me.
a girl that wants to suck your dick will just suck your dick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Period.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty much
because when
they're
you
like,
run into one that likes you, you're not doing the whole. Oh, what do you like? It just happens.
There used to be a guy on radio here. Well, he wasn't from here, but he was on radio here, from California. But remember we had an all talk show radio station for a while.
Yeah.
And he some of his opinions were pretty radical and harsh, but One thing about women, he
Tom
said.
Likas?
Yes.
Yeah.
One thing he said about women was that they know in the first 5 minutes if they're going to bang you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Flat out. And, he's not wrong.
No, it's true. It's true because when a girl's really into you, which happens to me once a century, but when they are, like, there's no work to it.
No.
There's no work to it.
And it's like
this whole thing, this courting process, this Western, like, my lady, come to me.
No.
No, dude.
Because,
no.
All right, when you say something that's kind of funny and she's laughing her ass off, you're getting laid. If you want to. Flat out. If you've made that chick laugh and you haven't said anything that is that funny, comical, but not really funny, and she's laughing, you're in.
He's the king simp.
Morgan, you're being horrific right now.
I'm going to read it. I'll read it. The girls Jeff liked and hung out with would walk around naked in front of him and bang guys in the other room and be loud to where he could hear it. He still didn't care. He was the king simp.
Damn, dude.
Also, Morgan says that, he has only read about that OnlyFans stuff also, just like me.
Oh, I thought he was saying that there was because he said he had an OnlyFans, so I thought it was, I have Only Read too. I thought there was like a site called Only Read.
No, he was saying because I read about it because I didn't know much about it.
OnlyFans, Only Read. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this
all they do is read to you.
Yeah, you don't get any visual. It's just I'll only read.
It's audio where they describe what they're doing. Oh, I'm touching my vagina.
Only read.
I might start that. That'd be something that somebody might. There might be.
What's reading? No one knows what reading is anymore.
The main thing for you young fellows to remember is if they really like you, it's not work.
No,
there's no work to it.
No,
you just exist. They like you, and you have ice cream, and then she blows you.
Yep,
that's how it goes.
Only ASMR.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like when a chick's into you, and we are dumb at a lot of ages in our life, but especially younger. When chicks do like us, a lot of times we don't even realize it.
Oh yeah, I've had that. We've all had that. Like a girl that you even liked, but maybe you had no confidence at the time. Then like 20 years later, she's at a bar with her husband. Oh, I was in love with this guy in high school. Like what?
Yeah,
like you didn't even know. Or like what? Yeah. You were in love with me? Like
it's like, bitch, you have a mouth. Say that shit 20 fucking years ago.
Yeah, like I didn't hit on you. Then because you're drunk and you're being honest with each other, like I didn't hit on you because I thought I didn't have a chance.
I just remember it was just several years ago when I was in a relationship, and like the girl I was in a relationship with was like, we were out somewhere, and she's like, so you didn't like get that chick just basically said she wanted to fuck you in front of me? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, she did. And I'm like, I had no clue. And it happened like multiple times. And she's like, I was comfortable in the relationship. That's why it kept happening. The relationship was going well, and
you got confidence.
Yeah. And so like it was going right. I mean, and then I thought about it afterward, and I'm like, there was one particular incident that I thought about afterward. I go, that chick basically just like told me that she would like bang me, and
Yep. Or this one story, like my coworker makes me tell it. But when we used to have that Nerd Fest party,
there
was a girl that hung out here, and then like I didn't know that she wanted me that way. I had no clue. And then she's like, "Hey, because I was like younger. I was in my late 20s or whatever, and I would let people crash here. It didn't matter, men, women, like people crashed here. It was nothing to it because I'm a bachelor, right? Anybody can stay here. And she's like, "Is it cool if I crash here?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I got out the blanket, I set the blanket here and the pillow. She's like, "No, Mike, I mean like I want to stay here like with you." I'm like, "Oh," so I start pulling my pants down. So I just start pulling my pants down, like, "Oh, that's what you meant." Okay.
Oh, here, let me drop trowel.
Like immediately, I started taking my pants down.
Oh, so much foreplay.
But you know how you're like, it's like 4 a.m. and you're that drunk.
Yeah,
you're just that honest
like,
with you.
So like, just like right now, this like this.
She's like, Mike, I don't mean like stay here. I mean like stay here with you. I'm like, oh, okay. And then
that is awesome.
And then the whole 2 minutes of
here you go.
Whatever.
2 minutes of
yeah, that's pretty much.
Oh, you're talking about no, I'm not gonna say anybody's names.
2 minutes of pure pleasure, babe.
And the reason I don't feel bad about it, she's someone that's not married. It's not someone's wife or anything. It was whatever. It was cool.
Yeah.
Chris, he's killing me. I don't remember that story until just now. So
no, that's awesome.
I haven't told you guys that story.
Oh my god,
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
The best part is you just start dropping trial.
Yeah, immediately. Okay. That's
no build up at all. Just
yeah, that was funny.
Oh man.
So Mike's saying at least you didn't pull a.
It's another. That's a forum reference.
It's a forum reference. Yeah.
Well, okay, I'll tell you the forum story. There's this one girl. She had a screen name called Metal Chick, not Metal Girl.
Metal Girl.
And she was on our forum. She was very cute, like above average cute, like an 8, like a really cute girl.
Nice.
Yeah. She happened to be in New Jersey with the guy that founded our forum, who we don't talk to anymore. And she was at his house. He's like, "Hey, it's me, Metal Girl, partying," and like, we're like, "Bro, move on in." He's like, "No, it ain't like that." I'm like, "Dude, she's at your house for a reason." He didn't get it. Like, we were trying to like tell him like she's not there to play Scrabble. I can tell you that.
Mike is saying her name was Tough Chick. Metal Chick was disgusting.
No, yeah, Tough Chick, yeah, not.
Oh, okay.
I got to mix up. Whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what her name was.
Yeah. Just letting you know.
Not that girl, not Metal Chick. I thought her name was Metal Girl, but it's Tough Chick. That's who it was.
Okay. But
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, yeah.
The point was she wanted to be there, and he was like,
And he like, I don't know if he pussed out or didn't know, or he's gay. I don't know. We don't know what happened, but she was really cute, and he backed out.
I've known guys that they were just scared to do it because they never did it.
Yeah.
You know? I've known guys like that.
That happens for sure. She's also she clowned him out.
Also, Morgan said he pulled a Jeff. Poor Jeff.
Well, I remember this story of a guy we know, and there was a girl that was the blowjob girl, meaning she blew everyone. And I think Brian, you told me about it, and he got.
I loved her.
He got limp, and he went and he ran off. I think it was you that told me the story.
Wait, you talking about a couple blocks over?
The person that lived next door to Frank.
Oh no, that wasn't
the guy that owned the house. The guy that lived there.
That wasn't a blowjob story. That was a threesome story.
Okay. The guy that and he went limp and he went in embarrassment.
Yeah, Frank told me that story. So, yeah, and he was.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
he was a cook.
Yeah, yeah, and he went. He
I already know.
He limped out probably because of cocaine. I'm guessing. And he panicked.
I mean, it could have been just pure fear. I mean, that does. It can happen if you don't think that you can. It's hard enough taking care of one woman.
Well, yeah.
Everyone, we've all done the I'm too drunk and it's not working, and now I got to make it up an excuse. Yeah.
No, wait, you said one woman.
That's fine.
You said just one woman. This was a threesome with another dude.
Oh.
And a chick.
Oh, well,
and the girl is someone you definitely know.
Oh, really?
So we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But yeah, something happened and stuff didn't work, and he cried and ran away.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I've never. Yeah, maybe that could easily happen. That
it was definitely cocaine.
Yeah, but also, I mean, look, you get in your own head, man.
Oh yeah,
you can shut yourself down in no time.
Yep, it's totally true.
Yep.
What Mike said, I'm in his bed and he's playing with Legos. Randy, Mike, what does that mean?
I'm guessing that has something to do with that dude.
You're talking about the tough chick
in Casey or
scenario.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And he's playing with Legos and she's in his bed trying to
Mike, no, I meant stay here with you. Like, oh,
Yeah, dude, I have
I'm sorry.
never heard that story.
That's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Like I totally didn't get it. Like, oh, you mean you? Oh, like,
To splurge, ate cornflakes.
Okay. That's a good. When I feel this urge to splurge, I feel like that. I don't know what he's talking about there. Is that supposed to be some kind of inside joke aimed at Jeff?
I'm guessing cornflakes keeps you.
Honestly,
I don't know.
Morgan, you have to explain that one. Sorry.
I don't know. See, the thing is,
And then
you're
there's-
ripping on Jeff, but Jeff has a massive cock at the end of the day.
But that's true.
But
And it's not a joke. Like, I'm not just covering for him. Jeff has a fucking meat whistle.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The whole Kellogg story and yeah.
Packages.
All right, so
Speaking of Jeff,
Mike, Randy Weaver, Mike said something about like I'm in his bed and he's playing with Legos. So I'm guessing that's the tough chick was like trying to give
The
that
tough
dude
chick
some-
Casey situation.
I don't remember that aspect. I really don't know.
Okay.
All I know is the girl was an 8 of 10.
Damn.
And she was in a guy's room. They were both young, and that
Young and
I don't know.
virile.
It seems like a slam dunk to me.
Young, virile. Lots of sexual tension.
He didn't hit that shit, as they say.
Well, he's
whatever.
You know,
sometimes comfort. You got to be comfortable sometimes.
I worked with this guy, Dan or Dave. I think it was Dan, but I didn't know him real well. But my friend Bry did. He was 22. He was a virgin, and he made no qualms about it. He didn't care. He preferred. He said, when I'm ready, I'll have sex."
Yeah, that's fine. That's his life.
And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. I can respect that.
Nerd."
Well, so anyway, though, he starts telling the story one day of the last place he worked and why he didn't work there anymore. Well, he made it known that he was talking to somebody, made it known he was a virgin. The owner's wife, who was like in her late 30s and was really hot.
I know where this is going.
Got wind of it and like showed up and like kept, hanging out with him, and they were all going out drinking beer together. And
So it was like a Pornhub before Pornhub.
So then she just shows up at his house one day and she's wearing like this like little lingerie thing and like blows him. And I go, "Wait, dude, you said you're a virgin." He goes, "Well, yeah, but a blowjob, come on.
That doesn't count."
And I'm like, "Oh, okay." He goes, "But she gave me my first blowjob." And I'm like, "Oh." And he goes, "But she gave me a lot of them, and then the boss found out, and that's why I don't work there anymore."
Give me a lot of them.
She kept showing up. She was trying to get him to fuck her.
I gave him a lot of
She
them.
wanted to take his virginity, and so she
ended up being addicted to it.
Yeah, then she just kept showing up and sucking his dick, and he wouldn't fuck her.
Wow.
And then fucking her husband found out, and he lost his job.
So he ended up being a faucet for some fucking cougar.
Yeah.
Fucking wow.
Wow, that's terrible. Poor guy.
Yeah.
He was used.
It was like, yeah.
Oh, I feel so bad for him.
Oh, he said she posted about him while it was happening. That's what Mike's saying.
That was probably the whole Lego thing.
That I'm in his bed and he's playing with Legos.
What if he was making a sex toy out of Legos that he was planning on using on you, and you just jumped the gun, lady?
Maybe he was making her a gift.
Or he's gay.
Of Legos.
Maybe he's gay.
Could be gay.
Or
could be gay. I don't know. Whatever
Or
whatever
he's
you're
just
into.
scared. Okay, so we're gonna open packages.
Burn up again.
Packages.
Sweetheart. Okay, you pick those for now.
Okay.
You guys can pick one of them. I'll get them. We'll say this one last, darling.
All right.
We'll move her.
Kitty. Sure. Either
We're
one.
gonna open up packages.
Okay. Wow, that's heavy.
Well, since this one's the lamest, small, I'll open it. First.
Big things come in small packages.
Like I said, for those of you that don't know or care,
which is a lie,
Amazon packages have been sent to me randomly, and I keep getting them. We're opening. We think it's a computer glitch. Secret lover.
Secret lover.
I don't know what this means.
Secret lover. Ooh, there's a whole bunch of stuff in this.
Let's see what the secret lover is.
Secret love. Every time we say it, you gotta sing the song.
Secret lover.
Damn it. I just clipped my nails so I can't get at it
Oh,
anymore.
I swear to God, do you get more of that shit?
Dude. It's another webcam. It's
Really? Another webcam?
And more strip lights.
More RGB strips.
And here's there's another
Phone case.
like a phone case, and then there's something else here that's kind of
Suckmaster.
It is no, it's something though.
Is that canvas for painting or something?
If it is, that's cool. I'm taking it.
Either you could take it or Lil would take it.
Oh, does she paint?
Sometimes.
Sweet. No, this is like something.
I think I got to send us. I'll wait for you.
Is that like a butt plug or
It's a
something?
silver bullet. I think.
It's a silver bullet.
Is that a thing that goes on the clip?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. I don't go
Or is
to-
it a laser pointer?
No.
Dude, it's a fucking silver.
I think it vibrates. It's got a. It says secret lover.
I'll take that.
Secret. You want it?
No. No, well, no,
Your
no, no.
wife.
No, we're good.
Morgan, get Kaylin in here. Does Kaylin want
Dude,
it?
this is
That's like contact paper, yeah.
Kaylin, does she want this? Ask her.
That's like what Mom used to line the cabinets
I
and
think
shit
it
with.
goes on the girl's clit.
No, I don't think
That other
about
massager, I've been using it. So
She wants it.
I've been using the other massager for my prostate. So I'm keeping that one. But okay.
Just like some 12 by 12 squares. of
I have
contact
your
paper.
address.
It's
Kaylin,
gold.
I will send you that. It's a golden bullet, actually. It's not silver, it's golden.
Ooh.
It's a golden bullet, secret lover.
That's better than silver, but less than platinum.
Send it to you, Kaylin. It's yours.
If it was platinum, it'd be top of the line.
All right. So, yeah. So basically, contact paper, a webcam, more strip lights, and a phone case. I like the contact paper. I kind of want to do something with it. Will it fit in my backpack?
No, it won't. I'm looking at that. Those dimensions will not fit in your backpack.
It will not fit in my backpack.
What did I get
If it
here?
does not fit, you must have quit.
All right. This is something from China. I'm not going to open it.
Ching, chang, chong.
I can't understand you.
You try to kill Trump. I hate you.
Go back to your country.
I don't know what the fuck this is.
Dude.
It has. Oh, wait, hold on. It's a handheld cervical, neck, and nerve muscle tension reliever thing.
Cervical net. You want that
Dude.
too, Morgan, for Kaylin?
Dude, that is something like, because cervical is down like in the
cervical is for a
Well,
woman.
no, cervical is any kind of joint. The cervix
I
is
thought it
down
was
there.
cervix, okay.
Yeah. Cervical is any kind of. Yeah.
Okay, we'll just send the
'Cause look at
golden
it.
bullet to Kaylin.
Yeah, because look at it's on her neck. See the diagram? It's a neck thing.
My neck.
My
My back. My
Oh,
pussy
yes, I
and
see
my
her.
back.
Oh, you put it here, and then, you work your neck.
Gotta stop that. We should really stop that.
Well, it's
Those goggles for underwater?
Swimming goggles. No leaking, anti-fog, UV
Hey.
protection for adult men, women, youth, kids, wide swim.
So you want the LED strips? Okay, I'll send them.
This thing's kind of cool.
For your OnlyFans shoots, that's a good idea, Morgan. You can have good lighting in the dark.
Got some pen tips for like mechanical pens or pencils and stuff.
Like quills?
No, like leads.
Oh, okay. This thing's kind of cool.
And
Kind of pushes on your neck.
and a sweater.
It's flesh colored.
It is flesh colored.
Flesh colored.
A hoodie knit sweater with a zipper.
Again, if you guys are listening to us on a podcast for whatever reason, you can go to our Radio Underground BitChute or YouTube and see the video end.
So yeah, that's what this is. Wonder what size it is. Oh, that didn't work.
I don't know what all this nonsense is on this here. Looks like a bunch of squiggly lines and stuff.
Feel like I'm ordering some Chinese food. Yeah, this is just a woman's sweater. I'm guessing it's women's.
Small.
It's good.
It's yeah.
I'll give it to my sister.
Yeah,
I'll give it to Kate.
Ain't gonna fit my
It's got a zipper and everything.
My sister's petite. I'll give it to her.
goggles.
All right. So we're gonna move Clementine, my darling angel here. Sweetheart, you gotta move. Darling. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Now you can go play in a box.
Yep. All right. Let's see what this one is.
My face, then my butt.
What the fuck? More lights.
God damn, you get more lights.
Ultra lights.
Ultralights.
Ultra. Made in China. China the best. USA saw. USA, down with USA. All right.
So that's it. More lights.
That's it.
All of the lights.
I don't know why I threw that by you.
We got another webcam.
Another webcam. I'll keep that. That might be worth something.
Webcam
Full
compatible.
HD 1080p.
There you go.
Keep that in case that one quits.
Anything that makes us
So
look
we got
better.
2 webcams here.
Sweet.
So we got
2 backup
that one
ones.
gives up. We got 2 backups.
Sweet.
So we're good on webcams for a while. For next whatever, because I'm not paying a bunch of money for a camera.
Fuck no.
Fuck no. So that's the package opening here on Radio Underground.
That was eventful.
Yeah, and I'm still waiting on the Suckmaster.
Still.
I've been trying to get it. Now that one massager works pretty good.
Yeah.
If I go a couple of days without using it, I'll throw some major ropes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But whatever.
They're definitely, yeah. I know what you mean. Hey, we talked about video games a little bit earlier, but there's something we didn't bring up that was super important.
Yeah.
How the PlayStation crowd are fucking crybabies because they're not going to have some exclusives that Xbox is going to have.
Yeah, and we're going to clip this because we're going to go balls deep on these guys.
Yeah.
Listen here. You guys have had your company, Sony, which I'm not even like a Sony hater at all. But you guys have paid for timed releases on Destiny 2, Call of Duty. Then you want to
Grand Theft Auto?
Lock up Grand Theft Auto stuff. So now that Microsoft, you poked the bear too many times, you poked the bear.
Yep.
And now they're like, all right, because they heard Starfield. Starfield is the new space Skyrim. Think of Skyrim, but space.
Yeah.
That's what Starfield's going to be. Todd Howard and the genius nerds out there are going to build a space Skyrim, and they're working on it right now.
Yeah.
And they were already trying to proposition them with like
them being Bethesda.
Yeah.
ZeniMax, Bethesda.
Yeah. They were trying to lock it up. Their own timed exclusive again. Microsoft got sick of playing this nice game. We're going to be friendly. We're going to be pals. They bought Bethesda.
Yeah.
And now the Sony people are acting like this is some horrible thing. Like, I can't believe this. This is low. This is dishonest. It's like, you guys have your exclusive. You have Bloodborne. You have Spider-Man. Horizon Zero Dawn. But now Microsoft has exclusives and you're mad about it?
Death Stranding from last year.
That's right. Yeah, you guys have great games. Why can't we have our games? You got your games. Why can't we have ours?
I know I'm forgetting one there too.
There's plenty. God of War.
You
guys have great games. Microsoft now is going to put all these on Game Pass and EA Access.
Yeah.
So now you got your Dragon Age, your Maddens, all that. It's going to be on the Game Pass banner. So Sony needs to, they poked the bear too many times. They didn't want to play fair. And now they're paying.
Now you're being a bunch of crybabies.
And now you're crying about it.
But it's something you've been doing all along, and we've complained about it all along. Yeah. I've wanted to play the Spider-Man game for a very long time, since like it came out, which I think was like 2 years ago. Whatever. Either way, it seems like a lot longer than that. And you guys fucked me. I've never been able to play God of War because I'm not buying 2 consoles just to play one game. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not Hugh Hefner. I can't afford all this stuff.
And then you play Destiny, and you gotta spend you got to wait a year to play a certain strikes and certain missions on Xbox. You guys did all that. You did it.
And Microsoft's been trying to be friendly for years. They've been trying to do cross-play, on multi-plat games and stuff. And Sony's like, nah. They do it on one game, and that was it.
Yeah, because they're the biggest platform right now. And they are the biggest. There's no doubt about it.
But if your fans want crossplay, and your rival is willing to do it, you give your people what they want. Nope, not Sony.
Because you'll still sell your art. You will still make money off of your art on whatever platform, because if it's exclusive to, Sony, that you're going to sell the consoles, you're going to make your money. But now they poke the bear too many times. Now Xbox basically wants to put the Game Pass app on everything.
Which they should.
And then Microsoft finally got a little mean and said, "Nah, we bought Bethesda, and you can't have it on a Sony PlayStation 5.
And like you said Skyrim, but it's not just Skyrim. It's Skyrim. It's Fallout. It's Doom. It's a bunch of different games that they won't get. Which brings me to my next real quick.
Yeah.
Because I've been waiting to say it for a long time. Because every time I said, man, I want to play these games, and people said, well, you should just buy a PlayStation. Guess what, motherfucker? Now, I could say to you, oh, I guess you just had to buy an Xbox.
Yeah, buy an Xbox or buy a PC and download the app and pay your $10 a month.
Just do it.
Pay your see, that's the difference between me, us, and you. All you got to do is pay $10 a month.
Yeah, play it on your PC.
Play it on your PC. You won't do it, though. You're mad. You're mad, Sony. You're mad.
So, we're not toxic. We're not toxic Xbox fanboys.
The funny thing is...
But we're realists. We know what you've been doing all along.
We know your game. We know what you're up to. We know what you've been doing. You won the console war. The PS4 was a great piece of hardware. It did very well. It sold, killed on exclusive. Xbox had a bunch of failed ventures. But they fixed it. They fixed it big time. Now they own Obsidian. So not only... And the funny thing is, so a bunch of companies that worked together that in the past that don't anymore are now working back together. Obsidian made Outer Worlds. Obsidian made Fallout New Vegas.
New Vegas, exactly. Yeah.
Now they're going to make Avowed, their new RPG. Now the new Elder Scrolls is going to be exclusive to the Xbox brand.
Actually, I do have a question about that. I haven't read any further, but because Elder Scrolls Online is on everything, correct?
Correct.
Is it going to stay that way?
Yes.
There's just new stuff.
They have certain... Well, it's going to be a case-by-case... They literally said it this way. It's like a case-by-case thing, what we want. And that's usually going to mean something that... It's probably going to be everything from here on. But
it should be.
Elder Scrolls has an install base. And now, they did let Minecraft go on everything.
Yeah.
They bought... Microsoft bought Minecraft.
But that's like one of two things that Sony agreed to basically cross-play.
Yeah.
Cross-play. But there's not much.
The thing is, Sony, like, Sony fans accused Xbox people during the 360 generation of what they're doing now.
Yeah.
And now it's their turn. They're on top. They are the biggest platform. But Microsoft thought of the future, service-based, cloud-based, which leads me to... They finally came to an agreement. Apple and Microsoft came to an agreement, and you can do the xCloud on your Apple phone.
I'm happy for you.
But the funny thing is, I did all this thing. Brian, I'm jealous of you. You got an Android. I ain't gonna have it, but I'll never use it on my phone.
I tried it.
I literally have no interest in ever doing it on my. That's why I don't PC game. I have a Mac. I had a PC rig for a while. I like the couch and the console. I'm going to get a Series X, and I'm going to throw that Duraflame fucking under that TV right there.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm going to game. I don't want to sit at a computer and game. They're two separate things to me. I don't want a phone, even like Angry Birds. I get bored with Angry Birds.
Yeah.
A phone isn't where I game.
Nope.
It's couch and a controller. Couch, controller, TV. That's how I game.
That's the Asian and Indian subcontinent. That's that market over there. That's Asia.
Yeah, if you're stuck on a train during mass transit,
that's not
here. If
here.
Your 17.5-hour shift that you work, slave labor, building that very phone.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
I was one of the people that got the xCloud beta, and I tried it for a day. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. I didn't like it.
It's the same thing with like the Switch. I love the Nintendo Switch games.
Yeah.
The Nintendo games, phenomenal. But I always played docked. I played on the TV.
Oh yeah, I don't play it handheld.
I don't play handheld. Like
No.
No.
My daughter will sometimes. Most of the time, I think all of us play docked most of the time.
I gave my Switch to my nephews and all that because they love the thing, and their parents will never buy it from them. Here, have it.
Yeah.
All I need is my Game Pass and console here, right there on that TV. That's all I need.
That is Xbox strong point. Is their service based apps are the best.
And Sony, you can't complain when you did what you did.
Yeah.
You did
You know
what
what I
you
think?
did.
I think 360 did it first, maybe.
Clementine's climbing on you.
You know what I think? I think Sony a bunch of goddamn buttholes.
That's it. That's a fact.
Yeah. And he's just a silent observer. He doesn't know what the hell we're fucking talking about.
No, I'm just all I
he
did
can
was
just
listen.
tell.
I just listened and I said my
formed-
opinion
he formed his own.
So we've influenced a new fan.
Yep.
Yep. By being unbiased like we were.
Yeah.
Our unbiased talk.
But I'm telling you, like, there was a time, and I'll break character for a second, when someone came to me and they're like, well, they didn't play video games, like a coworker, like, well, me and my husband, we don't game much. We want to play with some games like the cowboy game, Red Dead Redemption, and maybe some Grand Theft Auto. Like, and I would tell them, this is before the game is like, well, I go get a PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, they got better. It's simpler user interface. But now when people come up to me and like, well, I don't really know what kind of games are like. Okay, it's clear.
Oh, it's absolutely clear.
Get a Xbox and a Game Pass L for $300.
Yep.
You get the new Xbox One S coming out in November.
Yep.
That way you're not buying the big fucking jumbo Xbox. It's just an entry level one.
Looks
It's more than you'll ever need.
Looks like a Duraflame.
No, not
actually,
the
the small
Duraflame.
one looks like a
That's the big
speaker. Looks like a speaker.
Oh, okay.
The only reason I would like to
thin.
buy I'm considering buying the S instead of the X because it's like this big.
It's not big.
It's like that.
Oh, okay.
It's like small.
So
And
just
it's
when
cosmetic. It's aesthetic.
so that comes out, get the Game Pass.
Yeah, get the One S. The One X is probably what me and Brian will get.
I'll end up getting the X, yeah.
Yeah, but the One S for someone that just wants to get their foot in the door, One S is plenty.
Right.
Play some games.
And then-
$15 a
then
month to get at least 100 games.
And then you can go through all the games. Like, I want to try this. It doesn't matter because it costs the same price.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the same price, and like you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And the only thing that will make me buy the One X quick, like how I said, I'm not buying day one. I'm gonna wait a year.
Yeah.
If that flight simulator comes out.
Yeah,
soon.
it doesn't matter. You're buying it day one.
Yeah, if they say the flight simulator is going to come out on the One X, well then I'm getting it. I can't not have it because I want to fly over my house.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
It uses Bing. This game uses Bing Maps,
right?
Because they can't use Google Maps because they're Microsoft.
They-
But
they-
Bing
they-
Maps,
they
is,
own Bing.
and you can
Goddamn
go and
buttholes.
you can fly over your own house and your own city in this flight simulator, and the technology is so revolutionary. They're like, wow, most games are like a game like designers like, well, all of us are going to be using this technology from this game at some point.
You got to give Bing credit. They're hands down the second best search engine in the world.
Yeah, they are. DuckDuckGo is like 14.
My favorite thing is that when these people play this flight simulator, and based on Bing Maps, that most of these people will be on Google Maps while they're playing this game on Bing Maps, looking at the maps and stuff. Like, well, let me look at real maps on Google. Some of these maps they have here.
Well,
on
the
Bing.
thing is, if Google hadn't come up with their stupid Stadia,
yeah,
if Google hadn't designed, it probably would have been Google Maps.
we don't hear much about Stadia, do we?
No, because no one buys it.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Google tried to do their own monthly subscription, their gaming thing, and
it failed.
It's
failed. Well, I don't know. They haven't released any numbers, but yeah, I don't.
It's not doing well.
Yeah, I don't hear much.
And the
about
Game Pass is making like billions. Like,
Yeah.
all kinds of money.
because for $15 a month, you can play a game on your Xbox or play it on your phone
So,
or play it on your PC.
And as much as I'm shitting on Sony, they're going to be fine because they have their own art.
I'm sure they'll survive.
They have their God of
Yeah.
Wars. They have their Bloodborns, which I loved. They have their they have plenty of art. Same thing with Nintendo. Nintendo hardware is objectively shit. Like far as the performance, it's not super like high detailed.
Yeah.
At all, but it's just neat. It's neatly
It's
done.
fun. Their games are
It's tight. The game and the thing is the games. You're gonna go where the games are. But when someone comes to me and say like, I don't really know what I want to do. Okay, wait till November. Get you a 1S. If you don't know what you're doing gaming wise, you don't have any idea. Like someone like Al, 1S. No need to spend $500. Spend $300. Get the 1S. Game Pass subscription. You're good.
I have another question real quick. It's about the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I know the studio that makes Hellblade.
Ninja Theory.
Thank you. Was Hellblade originally on both?
Both. It was on everything.
But the new one is
Steam.
But they own it now.
So Microsoft now owns Ninja Theory, which that was I'm going to say this. That I played in the last couple of years, I played different games that was the most badass cerebral game I've ever played in my fucking
Yeah, you
life.
said it was fucking spooky.
It was crazy. It's like it's not like it's not like a Skyrim or GTA level awesome game, but it was the spookiest like make you think type game I've ever played.
And it's quick. It's like 10, 12 hours.
Yeah, it's a 10, 12-hour game, but what it is she's a Celtic girl.
Total time.
Oh.
She's a Celtic girl from Senua.
All right.
She's Celtic.
I'm in. She's Celtic.
Her from ancient times, and her husband was killed by a Nord, which
So she's single.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
He was killed by a Viking raid. You know how the Vikings raided Scotland before they went down to England? Scotland got raided a lot.
A bunch of goddamn buttholes.
Yeah, and so she was like, she snapped and went crazy and was going to get revenge. So the whole game is like, she's batshit crazy because her PTSD because her husband was killed in front of her. And so she goes into where the Nords live, which would be Scandinavia, even though it's a fictitious world, whatever, but she's in Scandinavia for lack of a better term. Trying to find her husband's soul, not his body, just his soul. And it's really creepy. And the Nordic guys are like the enemies. They're fucking huge. You know, they're all like 7 foot and they got wooden mask on. It is. And they went to when they made the game, they went to people that have mental illness, like schizophrenia, and said, well, like, what are your, and they interviewed him, like, what do the voices say to you? To get into the, like, what is it like? And so when you're playing, you have to play it with headphones. And I put the headphones on, and, like, you go to bed with a panic attack, basically. It's like, because it's all this, like, he's not here. He doesn't love you anymore.
Yeah.
It's all echoed, like, you'll never make it out of here alive. And it's like holy shit. I'm like, and you're like creeped out, and then all of a sudden it crescendos with you fighting 7 foot guys that walk at you slowly, you know, like, and I don't know, man, it's fucked up. Really bad.
I remember I suggested it to my wife because she was looking for something new to play, and I don't think she ever played it. But my daughter must have overheard me talking it up, and they'll just go on the Xbox and play stuff. But she must have tried playing it, and I was like, I told my wife that, I'm like, you got to wear headphones when you play it, though. So my daughter did, and I didn't know she played it, and she's like, she came upstairs, she's like, no, I'm not playing it. She creeped her out. She's like, no. So she played Grand Theft Auto instead.
You should be looking for someone else
Yeah.
that has a better dick. No,
I did. I came home one day and she's playing Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, oh, you
Grand
probably shouldn't, but
that game though, like I played it and like it changed me.
yeah,
Like,
I still haven't
because
played
it's like it. And by the way, before anyone gets all like pissy, schizophrenia actually runs in our family.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We have family
Yes.
members that have the disease.
Yes.
We have schizophrenic friends. We can talk about it.
Yes. Yes, we had an uncle who was schizophrenic.
Yeah,
and
an aunt that's currently struggling.
Clearly.
comment.
Is the great.
I had
Joe Namath.
I had two different friends that I know that were, and neither one are.
They're not around.
Nope.
But if you when you play that game,
yeah,
it's unlike anything. It's unlike anything you'll ever play. And then when I saw the trailer for the new one, it was super badass.
Oh fuck yeah, it was.
Because like the difference between now that what independent company has money to make a big budget game instead of like a super personalized game, just her. And then all of a sudden, like it shows her, and then the Nords, instead of like, you know, like a tribe of them, like a 15 you would fight, is a whole army of them. And then you're like, oh man, what she's gonna do? And then all of a sudden, like a bunch of Celt guys, like she brought with her.
Oh, so
it's like she has her army now.
She created her own army.
So it's like, oh sweet, it's gonna be way bigger scale. So Senua has her army, and then the Nords have their army, and it's like, we're gonna have a fight.
Yeah, that trailer was flipping awesome.
And then there's that giant fucking creature.
The music and everything. It was a hell of a trailer.
It was like Morgan.
Eat.
I'll eat you.
Jerk off.
Send me the golden bullet.
For my girl, yeah, that's right.
Jeff is a simp.
Jeff is a simp.
Jeff's a cuck. Cream pie cleanup. I'm on a diet, thank you. 9,000 calories a day is half what I eat.
I'm on a diet.
Yep, he's
I
on a
get
diet.
Diet Coke with my meal.
Yeah,
13 cheeseburgers and a Diet Coke.
Yeah, because it's a lot better when you do that. But yeah,
we lost our audience, didn't we?
The bottom line is, Sony, their fans whine. You're only allowed 600 calories. That's very low amount.
That's actually really low. Wow.
Very. Yeah.
And 2 gallons. Well, you'll pee a lot. 2 gallons of water, 6 cal.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll cut some weight.
So,
yeah, that's probably too low. But
if it gets the weight off, the thing is, I found that especially for like teenage girls, if you're young, and say you're getting fat, you're up to like 109 or something.
I don't like where this is going.
You take the finger right here.
Right.
And you put it down the throat.
Yes.
Anorexia, woo!
And you throw it up, and you'll lose the weight. Because you know that
it's really bad. It's really bad for her health, but man, does she look smoking hot.
People won't accept you if you're 115 in weight.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that.
What's her stat? She's 5'9" and 102.
Yeah.
That's
remember, or if you don't want to damage your fingernails with the acid, you take the toothbrush.
Yeah.
Which is much better.
Do that.
Or if you want to make that mascara run your boyfriend. No. We can just keep going with this.
Ladies, don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's her disclaimer.
My joke, it rhymes with schnashnajany.
Oh, yes.
Morgan, I don't think that's enough calories for you, man.
Yeah, that's kind of a low calorie. I got to pee again. So we're at the 2:42 mark. We probably do another segment or two, and then we got to be done. Like I know I got us down to one viewer.
Just to pee again.
Did we lose Morgan?
Fun of everything tonight.
Yeah. Hey, one viewer that's left. What do you like? What can we make fun of to get rid of you too?
That's what we need to do. That's our format. We want to start out with thousands of listeners and insult everybody till we lose everything.
The premise of the show is:
are there any Jewish people listening?
All right. We love the Jews.
I did read Sports Talk real quick. Cam Newton has coronavirus.
Yes, the game's been canceled till either Monday or Tuesday.
All other Patriots tested negative.
They're not. Yeah, they're not even saying if he was even. They haven't said. Well,
if he had symptoms or anything.
Earlier, they didn't say anything about him. Yeah, that word.
But yeah, the rest of the team does not have it.
Right.
So That's good.
Yeah.
That would have been another game.
Yeah, because all right, so the Vikings, none of them tested positive.
No,
but it's whoever they're going to play.
Oh wait, no, they played against Tennessee this past week.
That's right. They played against Tennessee.
Pittsburgh was supposed to play Tennessee this week.
Yeah, and that's been delayed till week 7.
Well, yeah, what they did was they moved because they both have a bye week now, which originally they were supposed to have week 7 or week 8, and they took Baltimore, moved them to a week 8 bye instead of week 7.
Right.
And now the Monday or the game is those two instead. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, it's going around. I hear that coronavirus is going around.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, that's what it was. One of them had a bye week that week. One of them was playing and then Pittsburgh was playing the Ravens.
So they just moved Ravens back a week.
Yes.
Gave them their bye week this week.
Because I believe the Ravens were having the bye week in week 8, so then it didn't affect them.
No, well, they were having it 7, and they're supposed to play Pittsburgh week. I don't remember now. It's all confused. Either way, lots of coronavirus in the NFL. Messing up games.
You know what? I know we played it on our deleted thing.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about the worst intro music for a podcast I've ever heard or YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Completely Damaged. Now, Completely Damaged is they do shoot interviews, but it's like regular guys like us that they have they have a way bigger following than we do.
Well, most do.
Yeah, and you could tell they totally made their own song, and it doesn't the rhythm of it doesn't fit. And they were interviewed like Terry Funk and everything, and then when they went into a wrestling convention to interview different people, they had this over the music bar, the 80s style music text bar.
Yeah.
Completely Damaged. And this is the song. That downbeat is not matching at all.
Damage.
So it's like
play it again real quick.
The downbeat's like ding, 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 ding. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, there's something that just kind of right there, just something. Like somebody, I don't know. It's plugging.
Well, the music doesn't fit the downbeat like that.
Damage.
Well, it fit at the end, but at the beginning it doesn't.
Right there. There's like a little hitch.
Something with the bass line too? Or
ding,
yeah.
ding.
Yeah, it sounds like, all right, so you get the guitar, you just play, and then it's like the bass line just says,
it fucking sucks.
That'd be like me with my, with my, hour and a half a week of practicing bass would oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I can play the bass line for you.
Yeah, sure. I'll do your Completely Damaged bass line.
That's pretty bad.
It's not good at all.
That's a pretty bad theme song.
Yeah, I just listened to that. I was like, man, this is really bad.
What's their podcast on like? Is it good?
No, it's not really a podcast. It's a YouTube channel.
Oh, shoot interviews. Yeah,
you
said that.
Shoot interviews. So shoot interviews sometimes can just be a shitty fucking. Some of the guys they'll get a legit dude. They'll get Sid.
Yeah.
But it's one microphone in a room that sounded like our Rocky Dennis podcast that we did.
Just that one microphone in the middle of the room. Yeah.
And before we go ahead and talk about that guy that got mad at us, he's like, some of us lived it.
No, you didn't live it.
You didn't live it. He's like, you guys are liars. He called us liars because we were making up stories about Rocky Dennis. Like he was way more deformed. No, he wasn't.
I mean at the end, yeah.
Maybe at the end, Andre the Giant kept growing and things got worse at the end. But no, he didn't look. Rocky didn't look that bad to me.
No.
Early on, especially.
No, sorry.
Rocky wasn't all that deformed. That's my point.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought about that.
He wasn't completely damaged.
I wonder if that was when Stoltz got fired from Back to the Future. If that's the movie, he's like, fine, I'm going to make a mask now. And just decided,
I'm going to make
this will be better than Back to the Future anyways.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
It
It's
wasn't.
not like there's gonna be
Can't
like. It's not like there's gonna be sequels, and it's gonna be like crazy.
But there's a better
insane,
chance at
and-
awards with a movie like that than there would be for Back to the Future.
True.
But
Yeah.
and he's
Except
more
for
of
if
a-
you're doing the music.
Yeah, because
score.
I mean, it's not like it wasn't like there was any Oscar Academy Award nominations.
no,
or-
but when you're going into it, you're like, this is a pretty deep movie. There's a chance I can get some nominations for this, and then it fucking didn't happen because it sucked.
yeah,
Well,
I
it
mean,
didn't suck.
what I'm saying is like Back to the Future. There was no like,
Yeah, there was.
yeah,
Yeah,
they don't.
They would win like visual effects.
Yeah,
But that last week you mentioned Elizabeth Shue and how it seemed like they gave her a cold shoulder.
Yeah.
I could not find anything saying what, like if there's some kind of.
Did you watch that interview though?
I didn't watch the interview. I just looked up and tried to say, is there a reason for this whole, cold shoulder act? And I couldn't find anything. But I'll watch the interview. Your microphone went out again.
It's about dying.
yeah.
But anyway, like they seem to. It'd be funny if. I hope it's just a cord, but whatever.
Yeah. But nothing on the shoe /BTTF.
But I watched it and they seemed like they were kind of
True.
like they didn't want her to be there, or they like because everyone that came in, oh god, it's Maury, the light guy, like, oh man, it's.
Was she the last one that came in?
She came in later and they were like, hey, hi,
Maybe they were
Elizabeth.
just tired out at that
It's,
point.
it's Shoe.
I would have been like, everyone shut up.
Yeah,
Elizabeth Shue
fucking Shoe just walked in the door.
In fact, get out.
Yeah.
Me, her, that's it.
Yeah,
I'd have
I would
been
have
like,
kicked
"Come
out.
here, baby."
All you guys would have been out of that Zoom chat.
yes.
Well,
It'd have been me
one
and her.
person had a theory that because like I said, one person's like, heard there's animosity because the other lady got fired and Elizabeth Shue took her role, and that's
She
not what
didn't.
happened.
No.
I
The
read
lady
on Reddit
left.
she was asking for a lot of money. What to do the Zoom interview? Really?
I don't know about that. Morgan makes shit up a lot,
Yeah.
but the original Jennifer,
She left acting and everything.
she left it. Yeah, because her mom got
'Cause
like
her mom-
stage 4, like
Yeah.
something cancer, and she took care of her. And
Yeah,
she moved to
she
England
yes,
to take care of her. She was out of acting forever.
for a long, long time. Yes.
to be on the show.
Oh, okay. Not to be asking for a lot of money to be in the movie.
Oh, that wasn't it. No, the original Jennifer left because of. Is he saying Elizabeth Shue asked for a lot of money?
Did Elizabeth Shue ask for a lot of money to play Jennifer? Is that what you're saying? I don't know.
Because
Morgan.
Claudia Wells left because her mom was sick, and she gave up Back to the Future and also a sitcom
Yes. Yeah.
to quit acting and move to England, and she didn't do another acting thing until like 2011.
Yeah, I know. It was like a long time.
Yeah,
Point is,
it's
no-
Elizabeth fucking
'Cause,
Shue.
like,
It doesn't
no
matter.
one get- no one
'Cause
gets
actually,
to-
I saw her and I was like, damn, she's still a pretty.
No
nice
one gets
looking
to.
woman.
No one gets to say anything negative about Elizabeth Shue. You don't get
No.
away with it. None of you.
No.
Because
No,
if you do it
so
around me,
Morgan, no.
if you're in stabbing distance, you're getting stabbed.
Yeah.
Period.
We will talk about the greatness of
I will-
Elizabeth Shue forever.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're like
she's
shoe salesmen.
yeah.
We're selling you on
Yes.
her.
She can shine my shoes any
All right,
day.
So
I'll shine hers.
quickly back to that completely damaged that intro.
Can't stop thinking about it.
Yes, this incredibly talented piece of
That
music.
drum beat didn't match.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
So where did you get the Radio Underground intro?
I wrote it.
He made it.
So okay, so you just kind of like
Well, I have a garage band and I put the beat together. Now it's all like copying and pasting. I was taking different.
yes.
It's
Okay.
called for those of you that have garage band, I think it's called 80s Nightclub is one of the main beats for it.
Okay.
And then I copied and pasted
It's
it.
an amalgamation of a bunch of different things.
And then I did the yo ass looks in a Radio Underground.
Wait, that's your voice?
Shit.
I didn't know that was your voice.
Yeah, I know. You would have never guessed ever. You thought I would have paid a huge voiceover guy.
I thought
I
you
thought-
found
I
a guy
thought
at
you
work,
did,
said,
I
guy at
mean-
work, you have a great voice. I need you to do this one part.
Yeah. You're listening. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground. But eventually, see, the thing is, I had every intention of changing it and doing our own thing but I don't have a bass anymore.
I have a bass.
So I
just bought an amp.
I have my own ideas.
I just bought a sweet combo amp.
Got a bass
God,
guitar.
So it's going to change. I want to do 100% of the music to it.
Okay.
So You got a bass. That's fine.
I have a bass. I have keyboards.
Because I have ideas.
I have a bass, keyboards, guitars.
Cool. We're gonna do it.
I got a didgeridoo.
We're gonna revamp the intro.
Okay.
And now, to give credit to where it's due, the voice that I'm talking over is a ripoff of Drew and Mike, who I grew up loving a lot around here in Detroit. They did a skit on making fun of the Dallas Cowboys getting video consent so they wouldn't get accused of rape.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, hook your ass up with video consent. And the voiceover was supposed to be Eric Williams, the offensive lineman in the 90s from Dallas Cowboys. He's like, hook your ass up with with video consent. Shit. I totally stole that.
I never thought about it, but
So I stole it from Drew Lane. So Drew, I stole it from you. My intro. But it's technically not stealing because, I mean, you can't steal shit or an Afrocentric voice.
No, that's true. You can't steal that.
But it was like, it's his impersonation.
I think it's called appropriating it.
His a white man's impersonation of Eric Williams, I stole. So, yeah, it was appropriation in the beginning, but when it got to me, it's third generation appropriation. So I think I'm safe.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm not really, ripping off. It's Eric Williams' third generation ripoff. That's my voiceover. But I'm gonna do my own. I have an idea. I have a set thing I want to do, and we'll do it eventually. I'm every weekend I get tired and don't want to do anything.
Right. Yeah.
But we're gonna have our own intro, like where I do everything from scratch.
Nice.
I might even go to the point of having Nick Chaos Proper do everything just raw, like old school, pure music recorded.
Hell yeah.
So it's not like I'm not using files and shit.
No, dude.
But even that takes a while because you got to put it all in. You got to pick the thing.
Make sure the timing's right. Yeah.
I know how to play the intro to "Pictures of You" by The Cure.
There you go.
Yeah.
I just learned it.
Here's what you do: play it backwards, and Mike use it in the song.
Yeah, it's just
like it's not the same.
It's like
it's not at all.
It's not the same. It has a
all right, so
what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do the it's not Nirvana, it's Self High Five. It's completely different.
I know how to play it.
Change of one.
I know how to
completely different.
I know how to play Black Number One by Typo Negative.
Peter Steele.
Yeah.
Peter Steele.
Beautiful
Petrus.
man, 6'7".
Petrus himself.
Petrus. Carnivore.
Did some
carnivore.
Did some time in prison for cocaine.
We running up against time.
We're close. Yeah. We're close enough. We can kill
50. You're 11, 12. What time is it?
So, folks, we're at 12:56.
It's 56 past the hour.
So
of
we
whatever
appreciate
hour.
Not 5 minutes till it's 56 after.
We appreciate the listening of us. We appreciate you sticking with us for nearly 3 hours. Follow us on all social media. Radio Underground. We're everywhere, and we're not plagiarized because no one wants to imitate average.
Subscribe to us.
Subscribe.
Things.
Hit the button.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. Join us.
Flick
become
the bean.
us.
Flick the bean.
Dude,
I wonder if you can do that. If you can make the YouTube bell a bean and people can flick your bean. Nah.
If I have to buy another mic, I'm going to cry. Anyway, Radio Underground, follow us. Thank you for listening. We are out of here.
Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground.
Yeah, I think it's a cable. There's no...
Shit.
These are guaranteed.